on the Sirius app, Pandora, or wherever you get your podcasts. And don't
Los Angeles Dodgers going for the 4-game sweep over the visiting San Diego Padres. Hi, everybody. Rick Mundy alongside Stephen Nelson and with producer-engineer Dwayne McDonald. Another absolutely gorgeous evening in Southern California, and why not for the Dodgers? They began things today, a 4.5-game lead over the San Francisco Giants, 6 in front of the Padres. Well, the Giants just completed their game, so technically 4-game lead as they start tonight. As we mentioned, the Dodgers have won each of the first 3 games. Dodgers have taken the field, and here's Dave Roberts' starting lineup. Pretty much as it has been in recent times. Shohei Ohtani, the designated hitter, he'll lead things off. Mookie Betts is at shortstop. Will Smith with a game-winning walk-off home run pinch hit mode last night doing the catching. Freddie Freeman is at first base. In right field, Teoscar Hernandez. Max Muncy is at third. Andy Pages in left field to start things off tonight. Tommy Edman is at second base and playing in center field and batting ninth. Aesung Kim, and Kim again in center field. It's going to be Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound, trying to regain composure as he started Friday against the Giants here at Dodger Stadium. He went just 4 2/3, gave up 5 runs, including a pair of home runs. He walked 5 and made 102 pitches, so trying to tighten the belt here tonight against the Padres. The umpiring assignments, the crew chief Marvin Hudson working the plate. He'll call the balls and strikes. Trip Gibson is at first. Ryan Blakeney umpiring at second. And Jacob Metz is over at third. Tomorrow night, opening game of a 3-game series as the Washington Nationals will come into town. And Clayton Kershaw will start that ball game. Kershaw, a perfect 2-0. And Mackenzie Gore will be on the mound for the Nats. We'll join you at 6 o'clock with the Bronco Casino Dodgers on Deck show. First pitch at 7:10. Happy to have you with us. Dodgers going for the sweep in the 4 games against the Padres. Having to play from Dodger Stadium. Here's Steven.
Thank you, Mo. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening, we appreciate you being along for the ride on this Thursday night. Yoshinobu Yamamoto welcomes Fernando Tatis Jr. to the right-handed batter's box. Yamamoto trying to pitch the Dodgers to just their 5th 4-game sweep of San Diego in franchise history. Yamamoto steps back with his left leg, twirls and fires his first pitch to Tatis. It is a fastball blown away. Ball one has us playing ball. A little after 7:10, 69-degree temperatures at Dodger Stadium. Tonight's Time and Temp brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. The 1-0 pitch. Tatis takes again. This is a strike. A fastball pinpointed on the outside corner. 97 from Yamamoto. It has been a tough month of June so far for Yamamoto, as the Dodgers have lost all three of his starts. The 1-1. Tatis checks his swing on a pitch that dives downstairs. Another fastball. 2-1. He's made 3 starts. One of them he was terrific. 6 shutout innings in St. Louis, but he got no run support again, so he didn't factor into the decision. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch to Tatis. Swung on and shot to right field. This will hang up for Teoscar Hernandez. You can see him out there in his bright pink cleats as he snares the line out for the first out of the ballgame.
Yeah, trying to crouch down and get below the light standards. Even though the entire field's in shadow, the lights are on, and it can be problematic if it gets dead center in the flights.
Now Luis Arraez, left-handed hitting first baseman, who's 6 for 13 in the series, batting .283 on the year. Here's the pitch. It is taken by Arraez. It's a fastball that tails off the plate. Ball 1. So we mentioned the start in St. Louis. That was the good one. The other 2 starts have been bad. Combined 8 1/3 innings in 2 starts. So twice failing to make it out of the 5th. Swinging a foul ball away on the third base side, 1-1.
Well, we know the Padres are trying to kick it into gear. In fact, the first 3 games, they have taken the lead in all 3 games. In fact, the first 2 took the lead after the first inning. Last night, it took all the way to the second inning to take the lead. But the Dodgers, their 27th come from behind victory last night.
1 ball, 1 strike on Arraez. The pitch. Slashed again. Foul down the left field side. 1-2. Yamamoto jumps ahead. We saw Yamamoto 6 days ago against San Francisco. 5 earned runs on 6 hits and a career-high 5 walks. Now, 4 of those runs came on a grand slam from Casey Schmidt. All of the runs via the homer. His 1-2 pitch to Arraez. Hit in the air, foul on the left side once again.
The thing that really struck out in that game was the fact he made 102 pitches in just 4 2/3 innings. He was pitching from behind the entire time.
And not nearly enough strikes in that one. Just 54.9% the strike percentage. They'll try again to put Arraez away. Arraez pulls a fly ball to right field. Teoscar Hernandez wandering back toward the warning track. Right on the first step of it, he makes the catch for out number 2.
So for the Dodgers, their 27th come from behind victory last night. That's 5 more than the next closest team.
Well, you hear that, Mo. That means Manny Machado is at the plate for the Padres. 2 outs, nobody on. Scoreless as we are just underway.
Just a warm hello.
Yeah. Yamamoto steps back, pauses and deals. And he starts off with a curveball, drops it in there for a strike. Now Manny Machado has a couple of hits against Yamamoto, and they have both been loud ones. A pair of homers. Machado batting .312 this year, 11 home runs, 45 driven in. Swinging a chopper toward the Dodger dugout. Quickly 0-2 for Yamamoto.
Yeah, that's a good pitch. That's the fastball in. In fact, here's a number for you. The last 2 years, Yamamoto, when he runs the fastball inside the hitters, it's just a 184 batting average. That's 10th best among all major league pitchers.
On an 0-2 pitch, Machado lays off. Pitch low and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Dodgers starter, more deliberate with his windup, it seems, tonight. It's a swing and a foul ball. Machado stays in there. It looked like to most of the fans that it was a swing and a miss, but Machado will stay in there for at least one more.
Steve, was just watching Yamamoto over the last 3 or 4 days when he's been working out on the field. He's been very deliberate about going through his delivery, the mechanics of it.
Am I off, Mo? It does seem like the windup, the start of the delivery seems slower. Another 1-2 pitch, and he pulls ball 2, low and away, a fastball at 97.
I mean, I've seen him the last couple of days. He'll be walking, sometimes walking to the outfield, sometimes walking in during batting practice. And mid-stride, he will go through a simulated delivery. I mean, right from the get-go, as if he's looking in to get the sign.
He's got to go. The pitch clock has been turned off, and all right, they're going to let him throw it. A swing and a foul ball on the right side. Still 2-2 for Machado.
Yeah, at this rate, that pitch clock might catch him.
I mean, he's come close a couple of times. All right, he's still standing straight up on the mound, facing the hitter. Pitch clock at 5, 4. He's still not started his windup. He steps back, 3, 2. Okay, pitch clock's turned off, and they're going to let him go. Another 2-2. Hit in the air, left field. Going toward the corner is Pages. He's on the warning track in front of the wall. Little bunny hop, and he makes the catch. Manny Machado gave it a ride. I don't know if it had home run distance, but it was well played and tracked by Andy Pages. That catch in the left field corner completes a 1-2-3 first inning for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Shohei Ohtani will lead off when we come back.
Sports are all about moments.
One of the most incredible, miraculous finishes we have ever seen.
And you can hear them all.
He scores! Alex Ovechkin! There's a new goal-scoring champion!
As they happen.
Oh my goodness! Shohei Ohtani, a sayonara swing!
Live in the moment.
Rory McIlroy on his knees. He's won the Masters.
With live sports on Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app. Fantasy Sports Radio is helping you win your fantasy leagues right now on Channel 87.
Don't worry about your standings yet. Just set your lineup with your most talented players and go from there.
From in-season fantasy baseball management to helping you prepare for your fantasy football drafts, Fantasy Sports Radio is here to help you dominate.
In redraft, there's an argument to be made that R.J. Harvey should be going as a second running back off the board.
Your home for fantasy sports. Channel 87 and on the Sirius XM app.
Let the games begin.
On Sirius XM, you get all the sports play-by-play you want and all the live sports talk you need. It's always a home game when you listen to the NFL, NHL, NBA, and MLB on the Sirius XM app.
How good is that?
We fuel your fandom with NASCAR, the biggest college games, PGA, and soccer. And when news breaks, hear instant reaction.
We got a big developing story out of Cincinnati.
The Sirius XM app. Everything a sports fan needs, all in one place.
1-800-GAMBLER.
No matter who you are, shine bright to see.
Shohei Ohtani leads off the home half of the first inning. His first at-bat is brought to you by Asahi Super Dry Beer, embodying the refreshing taste of modern Japan. Go beyond the expected. No score. Ryan Bergert on the hill. The right-hander kicks and fires, and Ohtani takes the first pitch low, ball 1. Well, Mo, we'll see tonight if the Dodgers' top 4, that big 4, can bounce back. They were just 1 for 15 in Wednesday's game. The 1-0 pitch, and Ohtani swings through a fastball down the middle at 93, 1-1.
Yeah, that's what Bergert is. You're 93. Occasionally he might tickle 95, but a good changeup on top of it.
On a 1-1 pitch, Ohtani skies it, shallow right field. Charging in is Tatis, and he is there to make the catch. He almost overran it and hung in the air for a long time. And Tatis made the play, and Ohtani is retired. That means Shohei is now 0 for his last 10.
Very quickly on the changeup. We start to look at it with Bergert. The last 3 starts, the first pitch of at-bats, he's thrown the changeup more than half of the time. There's something to be aware of.
Now the rookie faces Mookie. 1 out, bases empty, no score in the first. First pitch to Betts. Tails inside, ball 1. Mookie's been quiet in this series. He is 1 for 12 with a pair of walks. He's in front, 1-0, the pitch. And Betts belts one down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It is foul. Well, perhaps he can follow the playbook of one Will Smith last night, Rick Monday. Pinch hitting in the bottom of the ninth. Smith, he crushed one down the left field line, but it hooked foul. What did he do on the very next pitch? An 0-2 pitch. He walked it off with a home run. The 1-1 pitch to Betts. Mookie tries to check his swing, and it's basically a little pop out to Bergert. Nice work by the pitcher going off the right side of the mound. If you can envision just a poor bunt, that's what happened after Mookie tried to check his swing. That's out number 2.
Teams go at it two different ways. The Dodgers, from an offensive standpoint, they're first in team average, first in runs scored, first in home runs. And for the Padres, their presentation, don't discount the offense, but it has been their pitching that's really been a mainstay.
Speaking of Will Smith, last night's hero, he's batting now in the 3 spot tonight. First pitch from Bergert. He's in there for a strike. At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise in treatment. U.S. News and World Report has once again named CHLA the #1 hospital in California. Go to chla.org. The 0-1. Smith swings through. Strike 2. Will had to get hot in a hurry last night. Called upon to pinch hit, and he saved the ball game for the Dodgers. And he continues to crush the San Diego Padres. It's his 3rd career pinch hit walk-off home run. The 0-2. Grounded to Machado. Fields it on Hop. A side saddle on his left side. Throws on to Arraez. And that completes a 1-2-3 inning for Bergert. So the 2 starting pitchers exchange zeros in the first. We're on to the second in a scoreless ball game.
As a sports fan, I just want the games. Right now, it's practically a full-time job to figure out which bundle I need. But with the SiriusXM app, it's done the bundling for me.
It is gone, a grand slam!
I don't have to go anywhere else to get every MLB, NFL, NBA, and NHL game. When there's a college game on, I just search for the school on the SiriusXM app.
Holy smokes, what a play!
With the all-access plan in the SiriusXM app, I've got the sports world in the palm of my hand.
To the end zone, touchdown!
No bundle required. Fantasy Sports Radio is helping you win your fantasy leagues right now on Channel 87.
Don't worry about your standings yet. Just set your lineup with your most talented players and go from there.
From in-season fantasy baseball management to helping you prepare for your fantasy football drafts, Fantasy Sports Radio is here to help you dominate.
In redraft, there's an argument to be made that R.J. Harvey should be going as a second running back off the board.
Your home for fantasy sports. Channel 87 and on the SiriusXM app.
This is Dave LaGreca, creator of the biggest pro wrestling show on the planet, Busted Open. Don't miss myself and my Hall of Fame cast and crew as we break down every story in and out of the ring and talk to the top names in the business, like the legend himself, The Undertaker.
I'm actually glad to be on a real show.
Catch Busted Open live every day from 9 to noon Eastern on SiriusXM Fight Nation, channel 156, and on the SiriusXM app.
It's the help they deserve.
For year-round baseball coverage, turn to MLB Network Radio, included with your SiriusXM subscription on SiriusXM 89 and the SiriusXM app.
3.5, 235 pounds. And Yamamoto gives him a first pitch fastball, but it tails low and outside, ball 1. Here comes a 1-0 pitch to Sheets, who's got a 9-game hitting streak. He takes a fastball in the outer third, strike 1 called. Yamamoto did something in the first inning, Mo, that has been a rarity for the Dodgers in the month of June. He pitched a 1-2-3 first inning. That's just the 5th time it's happened for a Dodger starter all month. 1-1, Sheets bounces one foul on the first base side, strike 2.
Yeah, Dodgers have been coming back. We mentioned 27 come from behind wins. And there's been a lot of them, too many of them, quite frankly. They've been behind in either the first or second inning.
The Padres have scored first in all 3 games of this series. Hasn't kept the Dodgers from taking the first 3. Gavin Sheets takes this one high and deep to right field, but Teoscar Hernandez is waiting for it on the warning track. That was about 10 feet maybe. 8 feet shy of a home run next to the out-of-town scoreboard, but all it is on the scorebook is out number 1.
Yeah, it's a curveball, not a particularly good one. And for Sheets, would love to have that pitch back.
Well, keeping the ball in the ballpark, that is the whole deal. And you're going to say, well, isn't that the same for every pitcher? But that seems to be the sign of success or failure for Yoshinobu Yamamoto on his start days. Bases empty, 1 out in the second, no scores. Xander Bogaerts, right-handed hitting shortstop, .227 batting average. First pitch to him, blowing away ball 1.
Well, you like to say is that, hey, look, the home run ball, but let's look at the facts. There's been 4 batters. There have been 4 fly ball outs, and 3 of them have been hit rather deep.
The 1-0. Bogaerts watches another pitch. It's a fastball low. 2 balls, no strikes. Yamamoto, at this point in the season, he has given up 8 home runs now. Fastball low and outside, but strike 1 is called for Yamamoto. Bogaerts looking back at Marvin Hudson, the crew chief who has home plate tonight, to express his displeasure with the call. He's got a case that just won't be heard. The 2-1 pitch. Bogaerts swings and hits it foul over the net, directly behind home plate.
I find it strange, 8 home runs, 2 of them the last outing. That was in the 4 2/3 against the Giants. I find it strange from his standpoint is Yamamoto's overall batting average against is just 195.
On a 2-2 pitch, Bogaerts swings and hits a high fly ball. Left center field going back. Ha-Seong Kim, he is at the wall, and that ball's gone. Xander Bogaerts with his 4th home run of the year. Yoshinobu Yamamoto had been playing with fire with the fly balls to start the ball game, and finally he and the Dodgers got burned. Bogaerts puts the Padres on top 1-0.
Yeah, 5 batters in. There's not been a ball hit on the ground yet.
401 feet off the bat of Bogaerts. It's a bat that San Diego has been waiting for a couple years now to get going. He gets him started on this Thursday night.
Yeah, Padres have now had the lead in all 4 games of this series.
And it's another home run against Yoshinobu Yamamoto. The home run rate has really climbed up the last month. 1-0 Padres, 1 out, nobody on. Strike 1 thrown to Jake Cronenworth. It's a curveball in the outside corner. Yamamoto misses outside with a heater, 1 ball and 1 strike. Of the last 32 hits, Mo, that Yamamoto has given up, 7 of them have been home runs.
Yeah, too many. And you look at the Padres, they're not a home run hitting team.
No. The pitch. Check swing from Cronenworth. It's strike 2 called anyway. Fastball at the knees.
For example, the Padres come in with 62 home runs. That's 27th of all the major league teams. The Dodgers come in. They've hit 116. That leads baseball in home runs.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Yamamoto steps back. And the pitch to Cronenworth is cut on and fouled back into the net.
But here's the problematic situation for San Diego. Last night adds to the number. But the Padres now have 24 blown lead losses. Well, that's tied with the A's second most. Who has the most in baseball right now? Chicago White Sox.
That's a stat that does not shock me, at least the last team. That the Padres are in there with their bullpen, it is kind of surprising. Cronenworth, this one to left field, right at a waiting Pages. A routine fly out for Cronenworth, 2nd out of the 2nd inning.
Yeah, it's a good point that you make with the Padres bullpen, because they have been they've been really stellar. If you look at the we're almost at the halfway point of the season.
Yeah. Now the DH and the number 7 hitter, Jose Iglesias. Padres up 1-0 on the home run from Bogaerts. First pitch strike. No ground ball outs yet for Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and this is the guy who owns the 3rd highest ground ball rate in the entire National League, Rick Monday.
Not tonight.
The pitch is in the dirt, picked by Will Smith. 1 ball and 1 strike to Iglesias. Here comes the 1-1. Popped in the air, drifts foul over the net. That's strike 2 for Yamamoto. He needs one more to finish the second inning.
Mentioned a moment ago about almost halfway through the season. If completion of tonight's game, Dodgers will be 46% of the season complete.
Wow. Time's always in a hurry, always flying. The 1-2 pitch. Rolled foul on the third base side between the wickets of Tim Leeper, the third base coach of San Diego. It's a 1-0 lead for the Padres. They're trying to avoid a 4-game series sweep. Last time the Dodgers did that to the Padres, 2009. 1-2 pitch, popped in the air, shallow left field. Mookie Betts running back from short. He calls off Pages, reaches up and makes the catch. Yamamoto threw the second inning, but a 1-out solo home run from Xander Bogaerts. The damage against him, and the Padres once again take the first lead.
Every Dodgers legend started out as a rookie, but they went on to become the best in baseball. They left behind a legacy of determination, skill, and love of the game. With the right retirement game plan, you too can leave a legacy. From saving early on to having income during retirement, Security Benefit can help you save for your future and leave a legacy for those you love. Security Benefit, proud sponsor of the LA Dodgers.
For over 35 years, Zenshi has been perfecting the art of handcrafted sushi. Each roll, a masterpiece, is made fresh daily with precision, passion, and a tradition you can taste. Now, experience Zenshi's legendary sushi conveniently located at your local supermarket. Perfect for when you need a quality meal on the go. Lunch, dinner, a ball game? Grab Zenshi handcrafted sushi and enjoy exceptional flavor in every bite. Zenshi handcrafted sushi, fast, fresh, and easy. Pick up today at Ralph's and other local supermarkets near the deli counter.
The Dodgers have come out swinging.
Join us at Dodger Stadium on Thursday, July 3rd versus the Chicago White Sox for One Piece Night. Be one of the first 40,000 fans in and take home an exclusive One Piece hat. Embark on an epic adventure as we celebrate one of the most beloved and legendary anime series of all time. Unite with fans worldwide and cheer on the boys in blue as we bring the spirit of the Grand Line to Dodger Stadium. Don't miss this special night celebrating with the Straw Hat Pirates. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
A long fly ball to center. She is gone.
Dodger fans, this is Dave Roberts, and you're listening to Los Angeles Dodgers baseball on Sirius XM.
Side on Freeman, ball 1. Bergert needed just 9 pitches to get through the first inning in the Dodgers' first 3 of Ohtani, Betts, and Smith. Here comes the pitch to Freddie. Freeman takes low, ball 2. 4-game hit streak for Freeman. 5 for 16, and he's gone 8 straight games without an extra base hit. He has gone 34 straight without a home run. Longest home run drought of his career. Pitches upstairs. He's in a comfortable driver's seat. 3 balls, no strikes.
Freeman's still trying to dial in consistently that swing. Even though he's struggling with that swing, he's still getting some hits.
3-0. Green light, and it's ripped to the second baseman, Cronenworth. So a line out for Freddie has him shaking his head as he walks back to the dugout. Work hard and play hard in a new Tacoma. With an iForce turbocharged engine, it's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today because they make it easy. Padres up 1-0 on a Xander Bogaerts solo home run off Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Here's Teoscar Hernandez with the bases empty and 1 gone. Bergert pulls ball 1 outside. Teoscar was 0 for 4 last night. 2 strikeouts, and he grounded into a double play. But he hits this one in the air to left field. Sheets comes in, shallow left center, makes the catch, 2 gone. For the rookie Bergert, 25 years old, product of West Virginia University, making just the 4th start of his career. He's given the opportunity in the Padre rotation mode because we've been talking about off the air. San Diego's pitching staff, the starting staff, to be clear, has been decimated by injuries. Here's the first pitch to Max Muncy. It's a strike on the inside corner.
Yeah, for Bergert, we mentioned briefly in the pregame show, he's not allowed much at all to left-handed batters. They're just 3 for 32 coming in tonight.
The pitch. And Muncy skies it high in the air, right field side. Tatis drifts in, and he waits for it. He squeezes out number 3. 6 up, 6 down for Bergert, who just needed 8 pitches to complete the second. That was after a 9-pitch first. 1-0 Padres as we go to the third.
Embrace the power.
Start your engine.
And speed of the NTT IndyCar Series on Sirius XM.
Battle the start-finish line. Alexander Rossi goes to P1.
Hear every thrilling moment in the season-long championship chase.
Alex Palou wins the 109th Indianapolis 500. How about the end of that one? It is impressive.
The season rolls on Sunday afternoon at 1:30 Eastern at Road America.
Bring them home.
Live on IndyCar Nation Channel 218 and the Sirius XM app. Fantasy Sports Radio is helping you win your fantasy leagues right now on Channel 87.
Don't worry about your standings yet. Just set your lineup with your most talented players and go from there.
From in-season fantasy baseball management to helping you prepare for your fantasy football drafts, Fantasy Sports Radio is here to help you dominate.
In redraft, there's an argument to be made that R.J. Harvey should be going as a second running back off the board.
Your home for fantasy sports. Channel 87 and on the Sirius XM app.
This is Dave LaGreca, creator of the biggest pro wrestling show on the planet, Busted Open. Don't miss myself and my Hall of Fame cast and crew as we break down every story in and out of the ring and talk to the top names in the business, like the legend himself, The Undertaker.
I'm actually glad to be on a real show.
Catch Busted Open live every day from 9 to noon Eastern on Sirius XM Fight Nation, channel 156, and on the Sirius XM app.
Big lawyers fight for you.
As the weather heats up, so does the daily baseball discussion on MLB Network Radio. Talk about your team with us on Sirius XM 89 on the Sirius XM app.
QR code around the ballpark to scan. You can also order with the Uber Eats app, so you can order food from your seat and enjoy every pitch, run, and out. Top of the third, 1-0 San Diego. Yoshinobu Yamamoto's first pitch is strike 1. Fastball at the knees, 95 miles per hour to the center fielder, Bryce Johnson. 2 for his first 4 in a couple of games. He swings and fouls strike 2 off the plate. It was a curveball from Yamamoto. Both games in this series, 2 hits, including a double. Also has stolen a base. Yamamoto in front, 0-2. The pitch is strike 3. Just froze him with a curveball in the outer third. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and 1 out for Yamamoto in the third.
You know, that's where he has really been at his best. Again, you know, the fastball, a lot of hitters just kind of give up on it because it has late movement to it as well.
Last of the order for San Diego, the catcher Martin Maldonado, right-handed hitter, batting 188 this year. He's waiting on the first pitch from Yamamoto. He swings at it and fouls it away on the right side. There's a 1-out solo home run in the second inning for San Diego. Xander Bogaerts hit it. Came on the trademark splitter. The Dodgers starter. The 0-1 pitch to Maldonado is strike 2 called in the inside corner. The catcher checked his swing, but it hit the zone anyway. He's given up 3 home runs as Yamamoto on the splitter in his last 4 starts. You compare that to the first 29 starts of his career, just 1 homer. The 0-2 to Maldonado. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Blew a high fastball by him. Back-to-back punch-outs to begin the third.
Well, friends, you can stream every out-of-market game live or on demand. That's right. Plus, you can also stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season. So blackout and other restrictions do apply. We encourage you to visit MLB.tv for more details.
Top of the order, Fernando Tatis Jr. for a second time. He lined out to Teoscar Hernandez in right, leading off the ball game. The swings through the first pitch. That's a good splitter from Yamamoto at the shins at 92. Padres 1, Dodgers nothing. 2 outs and the bases clear in the third. Pitch is swung on and bounced off the plate foul. Quickly 0-2. Yamamoto needs one more. Here's the pitch. It is 96. Split the plate.
That's down the middle.
Okay.
That's not on the corner. If that's a field goal, it's good.
The 1-2 pitch is in the dirt, a curveball. 2-2. I'm mystified by the missed call from Marvin Hudson we just saw 2 pitches ago. I mean, it split the plate. It wasn't down the middle of the zone. It maybe was the upper half, but it wasn't right the tippy. Okay. Yamamoto has to work through it. The 2-2 pitch now. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Yoshinobu Yamamoto strikes out the side in the top of the third. The Dodgers remain down by just 1. 1-0 San Diego. When we come back, Andy Pages will try to start the fire.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Neo, and I am super excited to bring you inside my world.
Connect with the hits he wrote, the voices that raised him, and the next wave of R&B.
This is more than a channel. It's my journey in sound.
Curated by Neo.
It's all right here on Neo's Gentleman Radio.
Now for a limited time on Channel 79 and on the SiriusXM app. Just search Neo.
Let's go.
Fantasy Sports Radio is helping you win your fantasy leagues right now on Channel 87.
Don't worry about your standings yet. Just set your lineup with your most talented players and go from there.
From in-season fantasy baseball management to helping you prepare for your fantasy football drafts, Fantasy Sports Radio is here to help you dominate.
In redraft, there's an argument to be made that R.J. Harvey should be going as a second running back off the board.
Your home for fantasy sports. Channel 87 and on the SiriusXM app.
This is Dave LaGreca, creator of the biggest pro wrestling show on the planet, Busted Open. Don't miss myself and my Hall of Fame cast and crew as we break down every story in and out of the ring and talk to the top names in the business, like the legend himself, The Undertaker.
I'm actually glad to be on a real show.
Catch Busted Open live every day from 9 to noon Eastern on SiriusXM Fight Nation, channel 156, and on the SiriusXM app.
Valley View Casino and Hotel.
For year-round baseball coverage, turn to MLB Network Radio, included with your SiriusXM subscription on SiriusXM 89 and the SiriusXM app.
Side, and the Dodgers remain down just 1. Andy Pages leading off the home half, rips the first pitch foul down the third base side. Xander Bogaerts hit a home run in the second inning off Yamamoto. The Dodgers trying to come back and beat the Padres for a 4th straight game in this series to complete a 4-game sweep. And Andy Pages has been a big part of the series. He's 6 for 10 with 4 extra base hits. The 0-1 is upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, Pages is interesting. He's been hitting and he's been making contact. He's not had a walk this month. He's not drawn a walk in 55 plate appearances.
He's hitting .294. A 1-1 pitch is sliced foul on the right field side. At AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free hot dog and any 12-ounce Slim Coca-Cola. Redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM. Too much good stuff. Bergert's 1-2 pitch. And Pages tips it into the glove of Maldonado. That's strike 3. First strikeout of the game for Bergert. He has sent the first 7 Dodgers down. Tommy Edman up next. His first at-bat is presented by Edmunds. Get an offer for your car? Find your next one. All on Edmunds.com. Edman has hits in 4 straight, 1 hit in each of the last 4 games. Offers at the first pitch, pops it back over the net, foul, strike 1. And in the last 17 overall for Edman, he has hits in 13. He's batting .305 in that stretch. Average on the year up to .249. Pitch from Bergert. Inside corner, just a little too far inside on the switch hitting Edman. 1-1. Machado in on the edge of the dirt as Bergert deals the 1-1 pitch, and he misses low and away. Ball 2. Maldonado held the glove there for a while, waiting for Hudson to call a strike. That didn't happen. Wind's starting to pick up, blown out toward right field. And now on this 2-1 pitch, Edman will slash it the other way. There's the first hit and first base runner for the Dodgers. Drops down in front of Gavin Sheets, who fields it on a hop. Tommy Edman is aboard. Down the 9th spot, the center fielder, Ha-Seong Kim, getting another start, Rick Monday.
Getting another start, and for Michael Conforto, not in there again tonight. He has been struggling, still working to try and break out of it. In the meantime, Kim not only in the lineup, but playing in center field.
First pitch from Bergert is at the knees. Strike one call and a fastball at 93. Dodgers just got their first hit. Tommy Edman, a one-out single in the third. They trail San Diego 1-0 in this series finale. The pitch. It makes Kim shoot back a little bit. Missed inside by 6 inches. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, the left side of the infield really playing exaggerated pull.
Kim got the start last night. 2 plate appearances. He was 1 for 2. A double and a run scored. 1-1 pitch. Shot down the left field line, but it slices out of play into the net. That's strike 2 for Bergert.
And as we see so many times, pitchers just kind of sneaking a look to see who's on deck. It's Ohtani.
Arraez holding Edman close to first base, conservatively for Tommy. Kim behind 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
There's the changeup I was talking about before, in particular against lefties. By the way, that base hit that Edman got, switch hitter batting from the left side, that's only the 4th hit by a left-handed batter in the last 35 at-bats against Bergert.
Ohtani would like to add to that count. 2 outs, Edman on first, the pitch. Ohtani rips it to right field. It is down, and Tatis is after it. Edman goes first to third. Ohtani holds up on a single as Tatis spins and fires it back to the infield. There's another hit for a left-handed batter. The Dodgers now hand it to a righty, Mookie Betts, with runners on first and third. Tying run 90 feet away for the Dodgers in this third inning. There are 2 out, though. Betts 0 for 1. He popped out to the pitcher Bergert on a check swing. He's 1 for 13 against San Diego these last 4 nights. The first pitch from Bergert. And Mookie swings through a strike. It was a breaking ball. Low and a little off the plate. Edman on third, Ohtani on first. Infield playing back, shifted over to the left side for Betts. Arraez holding Ohtani, the pitch. Swung on and fouled back to our right. Quickly 0-2 for Mookie. A 13-game on-base streak active for Betts, but just 14 hits, 9 walks, only 5 RBIs. Behind 0-2. Here's the pitch. Mookie takes outside ball 1. Betts is 4 for his last 21 with runners in scoring position. That's a 190 clip. And that has been, for a long time, one of his calling cards. First and third, 2 out. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and rolled to the left side. Machado charging from third in the glove. He throws on the run. Mookie hustling down the line, and he is out. The Dodgers may want to take another look at this. Dave Roberts waiting for the call. They will not challenge. So Mookie Betts and the diminishing speed can't beat that one down the line. It remains 1-0 San Diego. Going to the fourth, the Dodgers stranded a pair.
Now that baseball season's in full swing, get ready for Major League winning when you join the most generous Players Club in Southern California at Valley View Casino and Hotel. Join and receive over $200 in free instant offers to enjoy at San Diego's favorite casino. Signing up for the Players Club is always quick, easy, and free. So visit valleyviewcasino.com to learn more today. Experience exclusive promotions and special events that elevate your gaming experience. Your next big win is just around the corner at Valley View Casino and Hotel.
Another pitch, another play, and another legendary moment with the boys in blue. But what makes the game even better? A beer that's beyond ordinary. Asahi Super Dry. With its crisp, clean taste and bold character, Asahi goes beyond what you expect in a beer. It's a drink for those who crave more. So whether you're cheering for a walk-off or just exploring new experiences, grab an Asahi Super Dry and go beyond the ordinary. Because with Asahi, it's always beyond expect. Asahi Super Dry. Always drink responsibly.
Strike him out, throw him out, shut him out, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Join us at Dodger Stadium on Wednesday, July 2nd versus the Chicago White Sox for Yoshinobu Yamamoto bobblehead night. Be one of the first 40,000 fans in and take home a special Yamamoto bubble presented by ANA, All Nippon Airways. He masterfully pitched the Dodgers to a Game 2 win in the 2024 championship. And in his second year with the Dodgers, he's showing the league why he should be counted as one of its best. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
A long fly ball to center. She is gone.
Dodger fans, this is Dave Roberts, and you're listening to Los Angeles Dodgers baseball on Sirius XM.
Tommy Edman and Shohei Ohtani's base hits were stranded by the Dodgers in the bottom of the third, so the top of the fourth. Yoshinobu Yamamoto working with the Dodgers trailing 1-0. First pitch is strike one to Luis Arraez, a fastball in the outside corner. We'll go back to the last time we saw Yamamoto in the third. Struck out the side. He had a chance at the Dodgers' first immaculate inning since 2021. Ground ball back to Yamamoto off the inside of his leg to second base. Tommy Edman fields it and throws to Freddie for out number one. So a kick save and a beauty for Yamamoto. On a shot back to the mound, it looked like it hit the right leg, and it went right to Edman at second base. Thomas Albert and Will Ireton will come out of the Dodgers dugout to check on the Dodgers starter. Yamamoto signaled to the crew chief Marvin Hudson that he was okay afterwards, but the Dodgers obviously going to do their due diligence and double check. Not sure what the exit velocity was on that grounder off the bat of Arraez, but it definitely made Yamamoto dance on the mound. Fortunately, he didn't wear too much of the baseball. They're going to give him a couple warm-up throws to confirm what Yamamoto had been saying, that he's okay. So in the scorebooks, it's 1-4-3 because it was redirected by Yamamoto. One going in the fourth. Now Manny Machado will head to the plate.
Number 13, Manny Machado.
Machado flew out to the wall in the left field corner, ending the first inning. So he's 0 for 1. Here's Yamamoto's pitch. And Machado shoots it to right field. Teoscar Hernandez running toward the corner, and he tracks it down. Made the catch a couple of feet shy of the warning track. He needed the warning track to finish the runway. Went all the way to the wall to finish the catch in out number 2.
Well, to this point, again, there's only been one out. The ball's been hit on the ground. 3 strikeouts. Everything else has been hit into the air.
The left fielder, Gavin Sheets. He flew out to deep right field, leading off the second. 50th pitch of the night for Yamamoto is strike one on Sheets. Fastball at 95. Hit the outer third of the plate. Here's the pitch. Inside. Sheets has to pull the hands out of the way. Fastball. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch. Yamamoto misses with the curveball low. 2-1. You know, Will Smith, we talked about his pinch hit walk-off home run last night being the third of his career. Pulls him into a tie for the second most ever. Charlie Culberson, old Dodger friend, and then Larry Sheets, that's Gavin's father, also had 3 pinch hit walk-off homers. Yamamoto misses downstairs again, 3 balls and a strike to the younger Sheets. Of course, that third pinch hit walk-off home run for Smith broke a tie for the most ever by a Dodger. He previously shared the mark with the number 16. It's the man I'm sitting next to right now, Rick Monday.
Well, they had to open up, dust off some archives on that one.
Open.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No. Just yesterday?
And yesterday's gone.
Yamamoto trying to battle back. The 3-1 pitch to Sheets. Ground ball to Freddie Freeman. Handles it at the knees. Yamamoto covers the bag, and he beats Sheets to it. And that's another 1-2-3 inning for Yamamoto. Ever since Bogarts' home run, there's been nothing for the Padres. In the middle of the fourth, it's still San Diego 1 and the Dodgers nothing.
Rafael Devers dealt to the San Francisco Giants.
When the sports world is talking, nobody gives you more perspectives than the experts of SiriusXM.
I've never seen anything quite like this.
Hear instant reaction on Mad Dog Sports Radio.
This is Babe Ruth meets Luka Doncic.
And expert analysis on MLB Network Radio.
They have traded Mookie Betts, Rafael Devers, and Chris Sale, and the best player they got back is a minor leaguer.
Live sports talk when you need it is on SiriusXM and the SiriusXM app.
Hi, this is Grace Remington for VSiN, the sports betting network. Here's a profitable betting trend for the NFL season. Since 2008, rookie quarterbacks favored by 7 or more points are 33-1 straight up and 22-11-1 against the spread. Last year, Bo Nix went 2-0 in this spot. These games average a score of 31-14. Odds makers price in the inexperience, and the favorites still roll. Get a year of VSiN Pro for $199. Use the promo code BOOK at VSiN.com/subscribe.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on SiriusXM. We're back on the track Sunday.
1 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Great American Getaway 400, presented by VisitPA.com.
From Pocono Raceway on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio Channel 90. For up-to-date betting lines, fantasy plays, and the latest NASCAR news, catch the pre-race show before every Cup Series race. Plus, 2 hours of post-race coverage on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio Channel 90.
At fireworksafetyca.org.
As the weather heats up, so does the daily baseball discussion on MLB Network Radio. Talk about your team with us on SiriusXM 89 and the SiriusXM app.
1-0. Will Smith up there, and he takes the first pitch from Bergert. A strike, hits the outside corner. Smith 0 for 1, grounded out. Ending the first inning, he's batting in the 3 spot tonight. Bergert misses well outside, 1-1. Entering play on Thursday, Smith had leapfrog Freddie Freeman for the National League lead in batting average. Bergert's 1-1, off the plate again. Advantage Smith, 2 balls and a strike. And his OPS trails only Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani, and Cal Raleigh. Swung on and fouled away on the right side. So just to reiterate, Will Smith, his first 59 games, a 966 OPS. Only guys better in that department. Aaron Judge, Ohtani, those are MVPs. And then Cal Raleigh, who's having an unreal year, the Mariners catcher. The 2-2 pitch from Bergert. Smith strikes out swinging. High fastball north of the zone at 93. That's out number 1.
Well, friends, anytime's a good time to come to Dodger Stadium. How about Hawaiian Shirt Night? Stephen's favorite. That's July 1st against the White Sox. So take home an exclusive Dodgers Hawaiian shirt presented by King's Hawaiian with the purchase of a special ticket pack. Come on, join us. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Ball one outside on Freddie Freeman. Bases empty, one out in the fourth. 1-0 San Diego.
You did not wear one tonight.
I did not. It's just it is a lighter shirt, and I didn't look at the forecast. It's a little cooler tonight than it's been the first 3 games of the series.
You know, there's a free app you can download on your phone.
Swing and a miss, strike one for Freddie. Level count.
Or there's
the news
thing called a radio.
Yeah.
There's television.
The what? Bergert's pitch misses inside. 2 balls and a strike for Freddie.
Internet.
Okay, I dropped the ball on multiple mediums and devices. The pitch. Freddie takes. It is a fastball in the outer third. Count squares up 2-2.
By the way, it appears that the weather will be cooling off in Denver when the Dodgers go up there.
Okay, noted. For my packing. 2-2 pitch. It's downstairs. Full count for Freeman. Freddie 0 for 1. It wasn't because of bad contact. It was a hard hit liner, but right at the second baseman Cronenworth. That happened leading off the second. Up again in the fourth. The payoff pitch, and Freddie fouls it back to the net. That fastball at 94 from Bergert. 3 strikeouts now after he punched out Will Smith.
You can really just look at Freeman right now. He's irritated. He's frustrated. And he can't figure out, wait a minute, that's a ball that I normally handle very well. He was just underneath it. He's still trying to, it's a work in progress right now.
Another 3-2, and Freddie with another foul ball. Similar pitch. I mean, the frustrations for Freeman have been more obvious, I would say, here in the month of June than ever.
Well, what I ever recall, really.
Yes, yeah. The pitch. Freddie with another foul ball. This time it was the off-speed Mo.
Yeah, and everything has been away. Each of the last 3 pitches has been away. Now, does Bergert try and sneak something inside and get him? I will predict. I don't think Freeman is that far away from really busting out. He's mixed in some good swings.
9th pitch from Bergert, and Freddie fouls one off of Maldonado. That was on the inside part of the plate, so finally went to...
Yeah, he did try and come in and sneak that fastball by Freeman. Normally, that's the ball that Freddie Freeman can jump on too. Oh, he has ideas of going the opposite way to left center field, but he's quick enough and powerful enough to handle ball in.
Went off like the left shoulder of Maldonado, and the catcher tried to turn and catch it. That would have been a strikeout for Freddie. Instead, we'll see a 10th pitch from Bergert. And Freddie flies it in the air to left field. Gavin Sheets is waiting for it, 5 feet in front of the track. 2 gone for the Dodgers in the 4th inning. We're going to pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Dodgers Audio Network.
For year-round baseball coverage, turn to MLB Network Radio, included with your Sirius XM subscription on Sirius XM 89 and the Sirius XM app.
Teoscar Hernandez digs in, taps the plate twice, twirls the bat once. 2 outs and the base is empty. The Dodgers down 1-0. Bergert's first pitch is in the heart of the plate, strike 1. Teoscar Hernandez 0 for 1, a fly out to left. Swing and a pop-up foul back behind home plate to our right. Quickly 0-2 for Teo.
Yeah, we're getting close to that twilight period of time. Could be a little difficult for outfielders over the next 10, maybe 15 minutes. Ball's hit into the air.
Right now, if you hit it in the air, the wind is trying to push it out toward right field, right center. And that is where Teoscar Hernandez likes to do his damage when he is going right, using the big part of the field the other way. Behind, 2 strikes, the pitch. That's way outside from Bergert. 1-2.
Just a quick look at Freddie Freeman in the dugout. He's always paying attention and just kind of going through the swing, and just motions into the barrel of the bat is considerably lower than the hands.
On a 1-2 pitch, Hernandez takes outside.
And by that I'm talking about during the swing. And normally he's inside out swing. It's a very easy, comfortable swing for Freddie Freeman. And then that right elbow may be getting up a little bit too high, and that drops the barrel of the bat below the hands.
2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Hernandez flies a ball opposite way. It is going to be caught by Tatis on the warning track. Near the smart water sign to the right of the 375 marker and short of it. It's another fly out. Another 1-2-3 inning for Bergert. 4 scoreless for him. The Dodgers trail 1-0.
Here's what's happening on Sirius XM Sports.
There will be a winner-take-all Game 7 in the NBA Finals on Sunday after the Pacers took down the Thunder in Game 6. SiriusXM NBA Radio is recapping Indiana's big win in Game 6 and looking ahead to the deciding Game 7. That's on Channel 86 and on the SiriusXM app.
SiriusXM Sports. Wherever you are, your team plays here.
No one brings you the passion of the beautiful game quite like SiriusXM FC.
Would you believe this?
Whether it's live matches from the EPL, MLS, the NWSL, or the UEFA Champions League.
This is sensational!
Or live talk shows featuring the sport's most entertaining experts.
You don't get to say, I don't feel like making that play right now. You make the play.
It's the world of soccer at your fingertips.
How mouth-watering is that?
SiriusXM FC, channel 157 in the car, and streaming on the SiriusXM app.
If it's happening in baseball,
Rafael Devers, in a surprising deal, dealt to the San Francisco Giants.
It's on MLB Network Radio.
GM of the San Francisco Giants, Zach Manassi, joining us here.
It was all about the opportunity to get Rafael Devers and plug him into our lineup every day. To get those types of players, they're just very rarely available. And, we did have to give up a good deal of talent, but really excited about what we're getting back.
MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM Channel 89, and on the SiriusXM app.
Ask for Dave Gillum, galpinhonda.com.
A long fly ball to center. She is gone.
Dodger fans, this is Dave Roberts, and you're listening to Los Angeles Dodgers baseball on Sirius XM.
First 4 innings for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He's given up just 1 hit. Problem is it left the yard. Xander Bogaerts in the second inning, a solo home run. And it's Bogaerts who leads off the top of the 5th. First pitch fastball 94, split the plate, but a hair low, ball 1. Fourth home run of the season for Bogaerts. His average now at 230. Yamamoto bounces back with a strike on the outside corner. A 4-time All-Star and a 5-time Silver Slugger, Bogaerts, but he has not come close to either of those honors in any of the seasons he's been with the Padres.
No, and he's really had trouble in particular with the fastball away. The last 2 years, fastballs away, just 196.
Yamamoto misses with ball 2. The 2-1 pitch is called a strike. 95 on the sinker, running down and in. Bogaerts looked to the sky in frustration.
Yeah, Bogaerts may want to check the height of his knees, because evidently they just got lower.
A 2-2 pitch. Swung on and chopped to third. Muncy, a little short hop right on the other side of the bag, and he loses it on the transfer. That was a really funky hop. It's going to be scored a hit for Bogaerts. Muncy was charging in. Instead of picking it before it hit the dirt, he waited for that second hop, which was short. And as he was trying to throw on the run, he lost the baseball down the third base line. So an infield base hit for Bogaerts, starting the 5th. Now Jake Cronenworth. Left-hander swings at the first pitch, strike 1, over the net.
For Cronenworth, he's a guy that, you remember when he first came up with San Diego. I mean, he was doing everything against the Dodgers. We were told, well, he's an average second baseman. Then he picked everything, and then they moved him to first. They went back to second. They tried him a few different positions.
The 0-1 is low. Padres 1, Dodgers nothing. Runner on, nobody out in the 5th. Bogaerts' base hit snapped a streak of 8 straight Padres retired by Yamamoto going back to. The last Bogart's hit, that home run in the second. The pitch. Foul back by Cronenworth off the mask of Marvin Hudson, and he is got both hands on the knees. That mask wore it square, the ball dropped straight down. And Mo, we've had this conversation before. When there's a foul ball back off a mask, if it drops straight down, that means the mask in the head is absorbing all of that.
Exactly. And the mask that he wears, like most umpires, does have an area that goes down below the chin. A throat guard, if you will. It's metal, and that's exactly where it hit. And you imagine is that probably got even more leverage and causing, just a violent collision with that mask.
Thomas Albert, the Dodgers trainer, as well as the rest of the umpiring crew, Will Smith and Jake Cronenworth, all there talking with Hudson, who's the crew chief, to confirm that he's okay. Got to go through a series of tests, answer some questions. They obviously want to make sure they avoid any concussion-like symptoms. Hudson gives Smith the new baseball. Albert heading back to the Dodger dugout, and that's a great sign. Dodger Stadium giving the crew on a 2-2 pitch. Cronenworth hits it foul on the third base side.
Well, both of these pitches tonight almost identical. Through 4 innings, both of them made 54 pitches. Yamamoto presented 3 more strikes than Bergert did.
Yamamoto still looking for the first out of the 5th. Another 2-2 pitch is on the way. Chopper right side. Tommy Edman running after it. He reaches out, but he can't get it. Dribbles into right field. Picked up by Teoscar Hernandez. Bogarts goes first to third. And so you have 2 hits that barely left the infield for San Diego to begin this inning. And they're at the corners with nobody out. That ground ball just had a mission to get into right field in between Freddie Freeman, who was holding Bogarts off first, and then Edman tried his darndest, Mo, running to his left. He couldn't quite get there.
And if he had been able to catch the ball, even if he's in a dive, he would not have had to play anywhere.
First and third, nobody out. Jose Iglesias, right-handed hitter. The DH tonight, who's 0 for 1. It's hit high in the air, left field. Running toward the line is Andy Pages. Makes the catch. Tagging from third is Bogarts. The throw in from Pages is cut off by Muncy. It's a sacrifice fly for Iglesias, and the Padres add one more. 2-0 San Diego. If you can imagine or visualize the inlet of the warning track down the left field line, Pages was about halfway between the start of that and the foul pole when he made the catch. Had to plant and set his feet. A throw back into the infield ultimately did not matter. 2-0 Padres. Cronenworth still on first base, now 1 out. A little bit of a double clutch from Pages before the throw as well. Now Bryce Johnson watches a first pitch from Yamamoto. It's a fastball that tails low and away. Johnson was the first of 3 straight strikeouts for Yamamoto in the third, as he nearly had an immaculate inning. It's 9 pitches, 9 strikes, and 3 strikeouts. He fillets one to left field. That will bloop down for a hit. Fielded by Pages. Cronenworth goes station to station. First and second for San Diego.
Just a little blooper. And laid it out there.
They're trying to do death by a dozen cuts here.
That was a hanging curveball. Unfortunate, it was just a single. It could have been worse.
Ground ball, which has been Yamamoto's specialty for most of this year, would do the trick. The catcher is at the plate, Martin Maldonado. First and second, 1 out. The Dodgers down by 2 now. Fouled away on the right side, strike 1. I think the sacrifice fly was probably the hardest hit baseball this inning against Yamamoto, and that recorded his only out. Yamamoto is back at second, comes home. Maldonado shows bunt, pulls it back, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. 0-2. This is the largest lead of the entire series for the Padres, 2-0. in the top of the 5th.
And again, they've had the lead in all 3 games of this series. Dodgers have won all 3.
Yamamoto sets out of the stretch. On an 0-2 pitch, Maldonado strikes out swinging. There's the splitter from Yamamoto. Got a swing and a miss and his 4th strikeout of the night. 2 gone in the 5th.
And maybe the best split we've seen tonight from the Dodger right-hander.
Here comes trouble. Fernando Tatis Jr. Yes, he is 0 for 2 and only has a couple of hits in 3.5 games this series, but so much talent in there. You got to respect the danger he presents. Ball 1 inside from Yamamoto. 1st and 2nd, 2 out. 2-0 San Diego in the 5th. And Tatis, massive reverse splits. Into the series better than 300 against right-handed pitchers, below 200 against lefties. The 1-0. Swing and a bouncer foul on the side of the Dodger dugout. Dribbles into the camera well. The next pitch from Yamamoto will be the 20th thrown in the 5th. The 1-1. Tatis swings through, strike 2. Another good splitter. That one had some teeth to it. Cronenworth on second, Johnson on first. One more strike for Yamamoto in this inning. The pitch is rolled to Mookie Betts at short. Scoops it up off the dirt with a couple of hands. Sidearm throw to Freddie Freeman on the money, and that is out number 3. But the Padres score another run. 1 run on 3 hits. A sacrifice fly from Iglesias makes it 2-0 San Diego as we are halfway home in this series finale.
Ford employs the most American auto workers in the U.S. They also assemble the most vehicles in the U.S. Ford's commitment to America is not a coincidence, but a proud choice. And Ford is showing everyone that commitment is more important than ever right now.
Ford is offering employee pricing on all Ford.
You pay what Ford employees pay.
Now is the time to get into that Ford you've been eyeing.
Take advantage of employee pricing while you can.
Ford.
From America, for America.
Hey, it's David Vassegg. Now is the time to make sure your home is primed for the season with heating products by Navien. We know Navien tankless water heaters gives us endless hot water and big savings. Navien also makes high-efficiency products that deliver comfort in the form of heat to every corner of your home. Now Navien is taking comfort to the next level by introducing a hydro furnace that provides even, high-efficiency forced air heat powered by the same proven technology as their water heating products. Visit NavienInc.com/Dodgers.
At the crack of a bat, crack open a Bud. Budweiser is the official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. There's no better way to celebrate a home run than an ice-cold Bud. Stock up the fridge because it's time to play ball. Baseball fans, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
This is LA Dodgers baseball.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Dodgers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Bottom of the 5th, Dodgers down 2-0. Max Muncy, Andy Pajes, and Tommy Edman on the schedule against Ryan Bergert. And the rookie gives Muncy a strike on the outside corner. Just 2 hits for the Dodgers in their first 4 innings. They both came in the 3rd. Singles from Edman and Ohtani, but they were stranded on the bases. Muncy's 0 for 1. He popped out to Tatis in right as the last out of the 2nd inning. On an 0-1 pitch, Muncy swings and hits it high in the air, drifting foul on the left field side. It will ramp off the net and dribble back into shallow left.
So far, Berger's been able to really avoid solid contact by Dodger hitters at this point.
And on the other side, once again, we're in a Yoshinobu Yamamoto start, talking about the lack of run support for the Dodgers right-hander. I mean, it's getting kind of ridiculous at this point.
Well, it's kind of crazy, too, Steven, is that sometimes you look at a staff, and for whatever reason, there's one pitcher in that rotation that not a lot of runs are scored.
0-2, up and away, ball one to Muncy. He has the second lowest run support average in the National League. Only Mitch Keller of the Pirates has gotten less run support than Yoshinobu Yamamoto. The pitch, Muncy slashed it high in the air, foul on the third base side once again. He stays alive at 1-2. Well, now, Mo, here we are in the fifth inning. And you think about this series, this is about the time of the game where the Dodgers had flipped things around. Another 1-2 from Bergert. Muncy pulls it foul on the first base line, just foul.
When we think back to last year, even beginning in spring training, how many times have we talked about, well, 2 outs, and especially when it got to be the 8th inning, that's when the offense kind of came alive. But guys might want to try a little earlier. Avoid the rush.
Especially with Yamamoto on the mound. Another 1-2 pitch. Muncy pops it up. This time it's playable. Left side of the infield. Machado toward the line, straddling the line. He makes the catch for out number 1. Speaking of Yoshinobu Yamamoto, come to Dodger Stadium for his bobblehead night on the 2nd of July against the Chicago White Sox. Be one of the first 40,000 fans in and take home a special Yamamoto bobblehead presented by ANA on Nippon Airways. For tickets and more info, go to Dodgers.com/promotions.
Another spot. Pitcher gets the out on a pop-up, and he wants a different baseball.
First pitch to Pages. Check swing. A strike drops on the outside corner. Pages struck out. Foul tip leading off the third, so he's 0 for 1. Average down to 293. Still very much all-star worthy. Pages kind of counting on the fans to help vote him into the next round of the All-Star ballot process. MLB.com/vote. You can vote up to 5 times with one email. You could do it another 5 times with another email. Another 5. You get my drift. The 0-1. Pages grounds the ball up the middle at a waiting second baseman Cronenworth on a backhand stop on the dirt. He makes the play and throws across to retire Pages.
And the nice thing about you go on the website, go on to the Dodger website too. Look on the right-hand column and you'll see the vote here. And it's a wonderful exercise, but there's another app. If you download that, you get one additional. So if you have 5 different email addresses, that's 5 extra votes. 5 times 5 is 25, and 5 more is 30 last time I checked.
Yes. Yeah. That math does check out. Strike 1 thrown to Tommy Edman. 2 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 5th. The Dodgers trailed the Padres 2-0.
And you can vote every day, by the way.
Every day. On the 0-1, Edman sees one skip off the plate. 1-1. Tommy's 1 for 1 with a base hit. As I mentioned, this part on Monday, it was a 5-run 4th for the Dodgers. Tuesday, it was a 5-run 6th. And last night, it was a 3-run 5th. They need a crooked number, not even just 1 inning, just the rest of the way if they want to complete a 4-game sweep. Down 2-0. Bergert missed with ball 2 in the dirt, so Edman takes advantage in the count. The pitch is inside, ball 3. Ha-Seong Kim waiting in the wings on deck. Should Edman reach? The right-hander Bergert covers his face with the glove. Now into his windup. And Tommy Edman works a 2-out walk. Bergert missed low and away with the fastball. That brings the tying run to the plate with Ha-Seong Kim.
Number 6.
Just 3 base runners tonight for the Dodgers. Edman is 2 of them. Ha-Seong Kim, he struck out his first trip to the plate. That was in the 3rd. And a mound visit from Ruben Niebla. It's brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. Pitching coach in the infield out there with Bergert. And what do you think they're telling the rookie here? Is it just because Ohtani's on deck and you got a rookie at the plate?
I would imagine that's exactly what it is, because you don't want Ohtani coming up with 2 runners on base.
Even though he's 0 for his last 10, Ohtani, you don't want that smoke.
Well, the other part, too, is sometimes the pitching coach will see something. And say, hey, look, we talk about the mechanics, but you don't want to do anything drastically because you want the guy throwing free and easy instead of thinking, okay, let's see, my hands together. Do I drop my hands now? Where's the release point? Is it high over my shoulder? But meanwhile, something's brewing because the Padres have action in their bullpen. They're not taking any chances.
It's the left-hander Adrian Morejon, presumably getting hot for Ohtani.
Well, part of that discussion was just to eat up the clock and allow the lefty to get loose in the bullpen.
It's interesting, though, because we talked several times today about Bergert's success against left-handed batters.
Exactly.
All right. 2 on, Edmund on first. Dodgers trail 2-0. Pick-off attempt for Bergert, and that buys some more time.
For those that were not with us earlier, lefties coming into tonight against Bergert had hit .094. They were 3 hits and 32 at-bats.
Sung Kim still waiting to see a pitch. Here it is. He takes it, and it's a breaking ball dropped at the knee, strike 1. Kim figures to see his playing time and the number of starts increase here in this stretch as the Dodgers take some time away from Michael Conforto to give him time to work. Kim swings and fouls it into the net next to the Dodger on deck circle, quickly 0-2. Tying run at the plate for LA in the 5th. Bergert on the extreme third base side of the rubber. His 70th pitch of the night. An 0-2 to Kim. Is in the dirt, check swing, and Kim held up. Jacob Metz, who had home plate last night, is at third tonight. He signaled no swing. One ball, 2 strikes the pitch. Rope to right by Ha-Seong Kim. Tatis over to his left to cut it off. Edman cuts the bag, goes first to third. Tying runs on for the Dodgers. And Shohei Ohtani will get a chance with runners on base.
And hitting with 2 strikes. Now we'll find out what the Padres are going to do. They had the lefty warming up. They took some extra time to give him a few extra pitches.
Here comes Mike Shildt. They will make a pitching change. And so Ohtani will head back toward the dugout. Probably do some iPad viewing to study Adrian Morejon. Ryan Bergert stifled the Dodgers for 4 2/3 innings. His 71 pitches. He gets several taps on the shoulder and the back from Mike Shildt and his teammates. San Diego making a change. First and third for the Dodgers. 2 outs in the 5th. 2-0 San Diego. We'll be right back.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 33 consecutive years by U.S. News & World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 250 locations in Southern California.
Ford employs the most American auto workers in the U.S. They also assemble the most vehicles in the U.S. Ford's commitment to America is not a coincidence, but a proud choice. And Ford is showing everyone that commitment is more important than ever right now.
Ford is offering employee pricing on all Ford.
You pay what Ford employees pay.
Now is the time to get into that Ford you've been eyeing.
Take advantage of employee pricing while you can.
Ford.
From America, for America.
When it's game on, it's time for Shakey's Pizza, Chicken, and Mojo's. The triple play of flavor. with meal deal packages to feed any size group. Everyone loves Shakey's classic thin crust pizza, golden fried chicken, and crispy Mojo potatoes. Get it to go at Shakey's.com or watch the game at your local Shakey's with an ice cold pitcher of beer, piping hot pizza, and a mountain of Mojos. Share the good times at Shakey's today.
Padre pitching change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Adrian Morejon, for the second time in this series, takes the mound.
And for the second time, he comes in to face Shohei Ohtani. Came in the 8th inning on Tuesday night on a 1-2 pitch. Caught looking at a 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
Tying runs on for the Dodgers, 2 outs in the 5th. Ohtani at the plate, he's 1 for 2. Hitting .311 against left-handed pitchers. Morejon twirls a first pitch strike, just clipped the outside corner. Last time up, Ohtani.
Cross Major League Baseball, all in less than 30 minutes.
Swung on and missed, strike 3 and a no-hitter.
It's the perfect way to get caught up on all the night's biggest home runs and best performances.
And a high drive, deep right center.
It's the Round Trip Roundup on MLB Network Radio every night on SiriusXM Channel 89 and every morning on the SiriusXM app.
The football talk doesn't stop on SiriusXM NFL Radio.
They're mentally tough, they're physically tough, and they're talented.
Stay informed with the latest news around the National Football League leading up to the training camp tour.
You got to practice a certain way if you want to be winners.
Our experts are getting you ready for the 2025 season.
For the veteran players, they want to see the guy earn the job.
There's a story for every team on NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
And all rights reserved.
As the weather heats up, so does the daily baseball discussion on MLB Network Radio. Talk about your team with us on SiriusXM 89 and the SiriusXM app.
Padres 2, Dodgers nothing. Top of the 6th begins with Yoshinobu Yamamoto throwing to Luis Arraez. Strike 1. Fastball at the knees. Ohtani came up in the bottom of the 5th, 1st and 3rd, 2 out. He grounded out on a tapper back to the pitcher, Morejon. So Ohtani is 2 for his last 15 with runners in scoring position. That's hit in the air, left field side. Pages is there to make the catch just inside the line. Arraez retired on the flyout. 1 gone in the 6th.
Third baseman, Manny Machado.
The 0 for 2 Manny Machado. Right now, probably the front runner to be the starting third baseman for the National League in Atlanta at the All-Star game. Bases clear, 1 out. On the first pitch from Yamamoto, Machado will swing and miss a fastball with some arm side run.
Machado is trying to hit that one a long way.
And he's done it to Yamamoto a couple times in his career. On the 0-1 now, Machado with another swing. This time it's a foul ball back in the net. Scared the first row of the dugout club seats. Strike 2. And once again, Yamamoto pitching no runs across while he's in the game. It is mystifying. Pitch number 80 tonight. Machado takes. It is a low. Ball 1. Just missed the bottom of the zone. Will Smith tried to frame it up for him. One ball, 2 strikes. Here it is. Yamamoto can't get Machado to chase that slider. Checked his swing. Count squares up. Padres with 2 runs. A solo home run from Xander Bogaerts in the 2nd, and then a sacrifice fly from Jose Iglesias in the 5th. The pitch. Swatted foul. Still 2-2. Yamamoto trying to put Machado away. This is rolled to the left side. Muncy will try to barehand it. He will not. He puts it in his pocket, and that is the second Padre base hit that barely gets to Max Muncy. There has not been a ball to leave the infield, really, since the home run Bogarts hit in the second. Cronenworth barely squeaked through.
It's not how hard, it's where you hit it. Really nothing that Max Muncy could do except pick it up and give the ball back to Yamamoto.
So one out base runner for San Diego. Fifth hit of the game for the Padres. First pitch to Gavin Sheets. Stays a little high and a little outside. Ball one. Sheets is 0 for 2. Yamamoto now into the stretch. Kicks in, deals. Ground ball left side. Hey, right side. Freddie Freeman fields on the backhand. Mookie Betts at second. Yamamoto covering first. Got him with a double play. 3-6-1 twin killing to get Yamamoto out of the sixth unscathed. A lovely play started by Freddie Freeman. A low ground ball pushed into his backhand side, and he didn't blink. We're in the middle of the sixth. It remains Padres 2, Dodgers nothing.
You know that feeling when the perfect song comes on while you're driving? We made a whole channel out of that. Road Trip Radio, packed with songs that always hit. You'll have the windows down and volume up before you know it. Road Trip Radio, channel 301 on most radios and at home with the SiriusXM app on your phone, computer, Alexa, TV, or other internet-connected devices.
That was an all-time classic.
Adam Shine brings his unique perspective and passionate sports talk to Mad Dog Sports Radio.
That game led the league in holy cow wow moments.
The biggest and hottest names across Major League Baseball.
Star shortstop for the Kansas City Royals, Bobby Witt Jr.
It's great to kind of build the new culture here in Kansas City.
Shine on Sports, weekdays 9 Eastern. Mad Dog Sports Radio, Sirius XM 82 in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Hello, children. I'm Alice Cooper. Rocco Mediate and I are talking golf, music, and more on Rolling the Rock.
Jake Trout and the Flounders.
Oh, sure, yeah.
They were pretty good, except for Payne Stewart. I said, Payne, you're one of the nicest people I've ever met. You are one of the worst harmonica players ever on the planet.
Listen to Rolling the Rock on PGA Tour Radio or anytime on the SiriusXM app. And you better listen, because we know where you live.
Gift card.
For year-round baseball coverage, turn to MLB Network Radio, included with your SiriusXM subscription on SiriusXM 89 and the SiriusXM app.
I'm just like music. To keep me flowing, to keep me going, to keep me growing, to keep me
Mookie Betts, Will Smith, and Freddie Freeman on the docket for the Dodgers in the home half of the sixth. Adrian Morejon, the lefty, back out there for the Padres, who lead 2-0. First pitch, strike called at the top of the zone, a fastball at 98. Betts part of that sparkling 3-6-1 inning-ending double play induced by Yamamoto. Started by Freddie Freeman, who's in the hole. The 0-1 to Mookie is taken for strike 2. Play was the save of the game, brought to you by Metropolitan Water District of Southern California. Say goodbye, grass, and hello, rebates. BeWaterWise.com. Mookie 0 for 2 tonight. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He spoils it to stay in there.
Best to be able to spoil it, too. It has a changeup. And it just dropped out of the strike zone at the last second.
Behind with 2 strikes. The pitch is upstairs. Fastball at 99 from Morejon. Right-hander Jeremiah Estrada warming up in the bullpen. The Dodgers have clipped him the last 2 times they have seen him. On a 1-2 pitch, Betts bends back. A high fastball at 98. Not close. You do hear some boos. Fans don't like Mookie bending back on a pitch, but it's because he was starting to swing and coming toward the plate. So now the 2-2. Betts pokes it in the air, right field side. That will drift out of play. Morejon came in with 2 outs and 2 runners on in the bottom of the 5th. First and third, Ohtani at the plate. Threw 2 pitches, and he got Ohtani to bounce one right back to him for the final out. Still 2-2 on Mookie. Here is the pitch from Morejon, and he misses high and outside. Full count. Sun is fully set here at Dodger Stadium. Lights blaring down. A little bit of a haze or mist in the lights as well. The payoff pitch to Betts. Slashed over the net behind home plate. Still 3-2. Light breezes have been here all game, really, between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Not much, just another nice summer night. Another 3-2 pitch. Another foul ball from Mookie. This is turning into a heck of a battle for Betts.
You know, especially when you get 0-2 to 3-2, it keeps fouling some pitches off.
Now, Will Smith, earlier in this series, hit a home run on the 12th pitch of an at-bat. The next one to Betts will be the 10th from Morejon. Here it is. And Mookie hits it high in the air, right field side. This is drifting toward the line, and Tatis runs it down as he runs into the wall. Just beyond the end of the netting. Down that right field side, he makes the catch. Does Tatis, and Betts is retired. Now, Wednesday night's walk-off hero Will Smith. He's up for a 3rd time tonight. Hitless in his first 2 tries. He struck out swinging his last time up. Morejon deals. And Smith is jammed. Fouls it away to the right. Strike 1.
100 miles an hour inside corner.
There's gasolina in that left arm of Morejon. No doubt about that. One of the big pieces of the Padre bullpen that Mike Schilt leans on. The 0-1. Smith jumps out of the way. A fastball inside, but too far inside. Count levels out. Smith getting a chance to face a lefty. Came into the series batting .419 against Southpaws. The 1-1. Fly ball just right of center field. Johnson on the warning track in front of the wall. He makes the catch. Just dropped shy of the Bank of America sign. Smith gave it a good ride, but ultimately was caught for out number 2. The hardworking Chevy Silverado is built on a legacy of long-lasting dependability. See your Southern California Chevy dealer today, or go shopping now at SoCalChevy.com. Mo, I mean, you've seen more games here. You've forgotten more games here than I know. First pitch to Freddie Freeman is taken atop the zone. A fastball at 99, strike 1. Looking at the lights and the way that ball seemed to just die at the track for Smith.
Well, it's cooled off a little bit from what it was earlier tonight, and over the last 3 nights has been much warmer than tonight, too.
Morejon deals, gets sort of a silly swing from Freddie. He fouls away strike 2. It's kind of like when you hand your baby their first bat and how they swing it around. That was Freddie's swing there. He tipped it off the glove of Maldonado. I don't know, first thing I thought of. I got 2 baby boys. 2 outs, nobody on in the 6th. The Dodgers down 2-0. The pitch from Morejon is high. Freddie checks up.
Yeah. The part you left out is you're going to make absolutely certain you did not drop this child. Yeah. Yes.
1 ball and 2 strikes. The count on Freddie, who is 0 for 2 tonight. And once again, the top 4 has been silent. Inside, another check swing, another ball as Freddie held up strong. 2-2. First 4 tonight, 1 for 11. And Ohtani base hit in the 3rd. The 2-2 pitch. Freddie bounces it to first. Going back is Arraez. A couple feet onto the grass. He fields it, and he flips it underhand to Morejon. And Betts, Smith, and Freeman go down in order in the 6th. The Dodger offense has just not been able to punch through tonight against the Padres. 2-0 San Diego. This game moves along to the 7th.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
With the weather heating up and summer around the corner, the official grilling season is upon us, and nobody does it better than Hoffy Hot Dogs. Just like the boys in blue have a complete roster, Hoffy has an all-star roster with their top-quality beef franks, bacon-wrapped hot dogs, and natural casing beef frankfurters.
Hoffy Hot Dogs have been delivering great taste and quality to Angelinos for nearly 100 years. Get ready for the next game by picking up your favorite Hoffy Hot Dogs from your local grocer or visiting HoffyBrand.com to find the location nearest you. Hoffy, local and so great.
Take your fun higher at Harrah's Resort SoCal with the help of Funner California Mayor Martin Short. Test your luck at one of 500 slots or over 50 table games. Then level up your fun with one of Mayor Marty's favorite dishes at one of 11 restaurants, including the world's largest Hell's Kitchen. Take relaxation to a funner level when you try a Mayor-approved treatment at the Spa at Harrah's or chill at one of 3 award-winning pools. To score a winning getaway to Funner California, visit harrissocal.com today.
A long fly ball to center. She is gone.
Dodger fans, this is Dave Roberts, and you're listening to Los Angeles Dodgers baseball on Sirius XM.
Top of the 7th brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com. Dodgers trail 2-0. It's Xander Bogaerts leading off for the Friars in the 7th. He got the scoring started back in the 2nd. A one-out solo home run. Yamamoto back out for the Dodgers, and he starts Bogaerts off with strike 1 at the knees. Bogaerts is 2 for 2. A home run, a single. He has scored twice. The pitch is a sinker down and in, ball 1. The 1-1. Bogaerts holds the trigger. Fastball outside at 95. Ball 2. The pitch. It is a curveball that drops low. Bogaerts held the swing up. 3-1 the count now. Yamamoto about to throw his 90th pitch of the night here starting the 7th inning. And here it is, the 3-1. That is hit hard, left center field. Kim on the run toward the warning track. He reaches out and he can't make the catch. One hops off the base of the wall. Bogaerts will head to second. The throw comes in from Kim to Mookie Betts. A stand-up leadoff double for Bogaerts, who's now 3 for 3. And going back to the 9th inning last night, Xander Bogaerts seems to have found something with his swing.
Yeah, I mean, he was lost in the forest there for a long time, but from a hitter, you just have to keep plugging away and hope that things fall together. Looks like tonight it has for him.
So he's 4 for his last 4 with 3 extra base hits. Yamamoto trying to complete 7 innings for the 3rd time this year. The only other Dodger starter to do it is the 37-year-old Clayton Kershaw. His last time out against the Giants. And Cronenworth swings at the first pitch, flies it to left field. Pages is on the run. He won't get that. One hops off the warning track over the wall. It's an RBI double for Jake Cronenworth. The Padres with back-to-back doubles in the top of the 7th. It's now 3-0 San Diego.
And the Padres all night long have hit the ball and put the ball into the air. Very few ground balls thrown up by Yamamoto, which is uncharacteristic.
That was a middle fastball, though. I mean, just a slicing line drive to the opposite field from the lefty Cronenworth, and Andy Pages And I watched it one hop off the warning track. Ground rule automatic double. He's on second, still nobody out. Strike one called against Jose Iglesias on a pitch that appeared to be outside on the righty. So the Dodger deficit now 3. Still no outs in the 7th. The 0-1 is a splitter. That's low, ball 1.
Dodgers get the right-hander Lou Trevino throwing in the bullpen.
The pitch to Iglesias. And the sinker runs down and in. 2 balls and a strike. Padres with 7 hits, including the 2 doubles here in the 7th inning. On the 2-1, Iglesias takes outside and low, ball 3. Second 3-ball count in 3 hitters from Yamamoto in the 7th. And you know he's approaching the end of the line. You see Trevino throwing.
95 pitches to this point.
The pitch. Iglesias takes it, strike 2 on the inside third. That fills the count. Three 0 Padres in the 7th. The payoff pitch from Yamamoto. Iglesias pulls it foul toward the Dodger dugout. The pitch. Another foul ball. Iglesias won't go away quietly. Another payoff pitch. Number 99 of the night for Yamamoto. Another foul ball bounced to the left side by Iglesias. Pitch number 100 from Yamamoto is called strike 3. Just got the inside corner, and Iglesias is barking at Marvin Hudson, the home plate umpire, as is Mike Schilt. And Dave Roberts quickly out of the Dodger dugout to relieve his starting pitcher. It'll be 6 1/3 innings for Yamamoto. His night ends with his 5th strikeout of the ballgame. He leaves with the Dodgers trailing 3-0. He is on the hook for Jake Cronenworth, the runner on second. We'll listen to this ovation from Dodger Stadium as we step aside.
Welcome back to Talking Snack Radio. Big news, Bob.
Let's hear it.
When the Dodgers steal a base, fans get a free AM/PM hot dog and 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola with the AM/PM app.
That's right, Mike. This is a real game changer.
More like a life changer.
Hey-o.
This is the MVP of promos.
Better start carrying my mustard bottle around.
Slide into free snacks with the official convenience store of the Dodgers. AM/PM. Too much good stuff. Only 1,000 deals available per game on the AM/PM app for 24 hours through September 28th. Only at participating AM/PM stores while supplies last.
Hi, it's Hannah, and welcome to the HannahCast. Today, Piggy Bank's gonna fuel our episode with questions about Arco Rewards. Yep, earn up to $5 in rewards at sign-up. Uh-huh, and 5 cents on every gallon. Sounds pretty sensible, if you ask me. Oh, all this savings talk making you hungry? Here you go. Learn how to earn at arcorewards.com.
By entering your phone number, you're agreeing to receive recurring automated informational and marketing SMS, MMS messages from Marathon. Other terms and conditions may apply at participating locations only.
Hey, it's Freddie Freeman. When it comes to your child's health, you want the team from Children's Hospital Los Angeles.
At CHLA, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise with care completely tailored to kids. U.S. News and World Report has once again named CHLA the #1 hospital in California and ranked in the top 10 nationally for pediatrics. Whether it's routine checkups or life-saving treatments, Children's Hospital Los Angeles is where families turn. Find an all-star doctor today at chla.org.
Pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Dodgers Audio Network.
As the weather heats up, so does the daily baseball discussion on MLB Network Radio. Talk about your team with us on Sirius XM 89 on the Sirius XM app.
Lou Trevino comes on for his 24th game of the year. It's between San Francisco and the Dodgers. He inherits a runner on second and one out in the 7th inning. Number 8 hitter Bryce Johnson, left-handed hitting center fielder. First pitch from Trevino. It just missed the inside corner on Johnson. Ball 1. Yamamoto now will watch the rest of the 7th inning and hope that Trevino can strand the runner. The pitch. Up and away, ball 2. Back-to-back doubles from Bogarts and Cronenworth have given San Diego a 3-0 lead in this series finale. The Padres trying to avoid a 4-game sweep in L.A. A 2-0 pitch, and Trevino hits Johnson. It got him in the knee, and now you see some Padres rise to the top step. And Johnson now has taken a seat to the left of home plate, hit him on his left knee, so his back knee. His helmet is off. He's being examined by Tim Leeper, the third base coach, the athletic trainer Mike Schilt out to talk to him. And Lou Trevino has been the Dodger pitcher that's drawn the ire of San Diego this year. That's the third Padre he's hit. Fernando Tatis, the other 2 hit batsmen by the Dodgers righty.
Well, no attempt to move. He hit you on the inside of the back knee. Basically, he just stood there.
Hey, he started his swing. He just kind of stared the ball to him, and he just did not react in time.
Well, that's not anything that you can complain. Oh, no one wants to get hit. I mean, that's just a fact. And especially right here, you're already down 3-0. But to think that, oh my goodness, you're throwing at guys. If that's the case, no, that's not what happened.
Johnson has his left arm over the shoulder of the athletic trainer. He's being helped to the dugout.
That hurts. I mean, inside, there's no padding on the inside of your knee area.
So Mike Schilt will sync up with Marvin Hudson on the substitution. Brandon Lockridge is going to take over as the runner on first base. First and second for the Padres, one out in the top of the 7th, and Johnson is being helped down into the San Diego dugout. You send your best out to Bryce Johnson and hope that he ends up being okay. Well, now the 9th spot of the order, the catcher Maldonado. So Trevino comes out of the bullpen, hits the first guy that he faces. Ground ball away from getting out of this inning. Maldonado bunts it back to Trevino. He only has one play. That's at first. He takes his time and fields his position cleanly. Maldonado retired. Both runners advance. Cronenworth to third and Lockridge to second. 2 in scoring position for Fernando Tatis Jr. has a chance to strike a big blow on the Dodgers in the late innings. Sacrifice bunt from Maldonado. Now 2 outs in the 7th. 3-0 Padres. The first pitch from Trevino. 95. Tatis drops the bat. That wasn't particularly close. Now Mike Schilt is yelling at Lou Trevino. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, that one, I understand the context for why they're upset. WTF is wrong with you, man, is what Schilt is saying to Trevino. Ball 1 on Tatis. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 down the middle. When they look at that video later, I hope they go, oh, our bad. I mean, Mo, am I
No, it was inside, but not threatening inside.
The 1-1. Tatis shoots it down the right field line, slicing toward the corner. This ball is foul.
But a lot of his perspective, and I get it. You know, you've had a lot of guys that are hit. Okay, fine. Dodgers have had guys hit too. And nobody likes it. And this is the heat of the night. And for San Diego, trying to make sure they do not get swept in the 4-game series. I get all of that.
1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch from Trevino. And Tatis rolls it foul toward the Dodgers dugout. And this is a massive spot in the game. I mean, 3-0 the deficit for the Dodgers. You keep it that way, you like the chances, certainly more than if any more damage is done in the 7th. 2 on, 2 out. The 1-2 pitch. And Tatis just got a piece. Another one toward the Dodger dugout, foul. Back-to-back sweepers from Trevino trying to put Tatis down. Right-hander takes a deep breath. Ball at the chest, kicks and deals. Another 1-2, another foul ball. This time it was a sinker on the inner third at 95. Fouled in the net. Dodger pitching change presented by Navien HVAC and water heater products. Yamamoto giving way to Trevino. Yamamoto's on the hook for Cronenworth, the runner on third. Lockridge on second. That's Trevino's. The 7th pitch to Tatis is low in ball 2. The deuce is wild in the 7th. 2 on, 2 out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Inside and low. Ball 3, filling the count. The payoff pitch from Trevino. Tatis fouls it away on the right side.
That was 95 right down Broadway.
The 10th pitch now to Tatis. Popped up. First base side, Freddie Freeman toward the Padre dugout. It will drop into the second row behind the Padre dugout. Padres 3, Dodgers nothing. Top of the 7th. San Diego threatening with 2 in scoring position. 2 out. Fernando Tatis Jr. at the plate. It's a full count. This will be the 11th pitch to him. Skied high, right of center field. Kim drifting back in front of the warning track. He is there to make the catch for out number 3. So Trevino wins the battle against Tatis. Yoshinobu Yamamoto applauding from the top step. The Padres get 1 in the 7th, but only 1. They strand 2. We stretch in L.A. The Dodgers need a late inning rally.
It's going on now. Toyota's Summer Drive Sales Event. Now's the time to hit the off-road with big savings on a new Tacoma or Tundra with their astounding torque. Time for a great deal on a fuel-efficient new Camry, Corolla, or Corolla Cross. Time to save and experience new adventures in a versatile RAV4. But don't wait. Toyota's Summer Drive Sales Event ends soon. We make it easy. Toyota. Let's go places.
There's never been a better time to find the Toyota that's just right for you. At Toyota.com, you can explore our full lineup of vehicles, compare features side by side, search our available inventory, see our latest offers, find a dealer. You can even build, price, and accessorize your Toyota right online. So for your next Toyota car, truck, or SUV, just visit Toyota.com. We make it easy. Toyota. Let's go places.
Oh, what a shot!
into the right field pavilion.
Join us at Dodger Stadium on Saturday, July 5th versus the Houston Astros for HoloLive Night. Purchase a special ticket pack and take home an exclusive Dodgers HoloLive trading card pack. Presented by HoloLive. Immerse yourself in the world of virtual entertainment as we celebrate the groundbreaking global phenomenon of HoloLive. With their captivating streams, you won't want to miss this post-game entertainment. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
For year-round baseball coverage, turn to MLB Network Radio, included with your SiriusXM subscription on SiriusXM 89 and the SiriusXM app.
San Diego going to the bullpen once again. Pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Your 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations all throughout Southern California. It's a right-hander, Jeremiah Estrada, taking over for the bottom of the seventh. They'll face Teoscar Hernandez to start.
And Estrada had a nightmarish Tuesday night. He came in the sixth inning. He faced 5 batters, did not record an out, a home run, 5 runs.
First pitch to Teoscar Hernandez, ripped to center field, a base hit. Dodgers trying to start this rally.
So Estrada, Tuesday night and 1 batter tonight, has faced 6 batters. He's given up 6 hits.
Well, then I got to ask the question, Mo. Why stop now? Max Muncy?
I'm right with you. Keep it going. Give Dino Ebel, coaching at third base, a little traffic over there.
Teoscar on first, held there by Arraez. No outs in the seventh. The Dodgers trail by 3. Pitch 1 is high to Muncy.
Muncy had one of those hits off Estrada in the 6th inning on Tuesday night.
Estrada out of the stretch. Muncy tries to check his swing but cannot, and even if he did, that was going to be called to strike anyway. 1-1. And when the Dodgers saw him for the last time in San Diego 8 days ago now, they tagged him for a couple of runs there in his 2/3 of an inning. The 1-1. Muncy stares at a pitch that lands on the outside corner. Strike 2 called for Estrada. Muncy behind in the count. On a 1-2 pitch. Estrada misses high and outside. A fastball at 98. Count even 2-2. Dodgers trying for a 6th straight win overall, including a 4-game sweep of the Padres, but they trail by 3 in the late innings. Now the 2-2 pitch. Muncy on the ground to second. This could be 2. Cronenworth bobbles it. The throw to first. Muncy's retired, but the Dodgers avoid the double play. That was a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
Boy, he just absolutely clanged it. Tried to throw the ball before he had total possession of it.
So Teoscar Hernandez now in scoring position. Andy Pages the batter. 3-0 Padres. 1 out in the 7th. First pitch grounded to third. Scooped up by Machado. He looks Hernandez back to the bag and throws across to get Pages in the second out. Here in the bottom of the 7th, brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Number 25, Bobby Andrews.
The back-to-back groundouts following Hernandez's leadoff base hit. It's up to Tommy Edman to continue the inning. The pitch. And Edman watches ball 1, a fastball that did not miss by much. Perhaps a little up. Edman has reached base twice in each of his first 2 plate appearances. A base hit and a walk. Estrada looks back at Hernandez on second base. Focuses home on Edman. And misses outside ball 2. Estrada has given up 7 earned runs against the Dodgers this year in 2+ innings. He's given up 7 to everybody else in baseball in 30 innings of work. Way high with a fastball. Ball 3. 3-0. The count on Tommy Edman. Edman, one of the Dodgers' top batters with runners in scoring position. Calls time as a ball made its way all the way into the mound. I think it came in from the Padre bullpen. That's a big old yikes. From the right field bullpen to the third base side of the mound. All right. Ha-Seong Kim is on deck. Teoscar Hernandez on second. 2 outs in the 7th. The Dodgers trail 3-zip. The 3-0 pitch to Edman. He takes. It's a 4-pitch walk. Tying run to the plate for the Dodgers.
Well, looking at tomorrow night, it's going to be fun. First of all, the Washington Nationals come in. It's also, we invite you to get ready for Universal Studios theme night here at Dodger Stadium. That's right, 7:10 start. So get in the action. Snap pics with your favorite characters and then enjoy a fun themed element all night long. Come out and join us. Don't miss it.
Another mound visit for the Padres. Ruben Niebla, the pitching coach, is the one helming it. That looks like Jason Adam, a right-hander, warming up in their pen for the Dodgers. Double barrel action. Alex Vesia from the left side. Jack Little just added to the club today. A right-hander is standing as well. And whoever comes in, well, it depends on how this 7th inning plays out.
So right now, it's a spot where, Kim's 1 for 2. Put the ball into play. You just saw the guy in front of you walk on 4 pitches. So get a good pitch right here. Got a big gap on the left side of the infield. Outfield straight away.
Kim is 1 for 2 with a base hit his last time up. Here's the pitch from Estrada inside, and it skips off the glove of Maldonado to get into scoring position now. Hernandez up to third, Edman over to second. Wild pitch. And now first base is open. Infield playing back, shifted over to the right side on the left-handed hitting Ha-Seong Kim. Padres 3, Dodgers nothing. 2 on, 2 out in the 7th. Hernandez dancing off the bag at third. The pitch from Estrada is in there for strike 1. Came through the front door. Kim jumped back. He thought it was going to hit him, but it ran back over the plate. Estrada's 1-1 pitch. Inside, ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike, the count on Kim. Ohtani on deck. Estrada deals. Kim takes outside, ball 3. That fastball wasn't particularly close. Huge spot for the rookie. Dodger Stadium trying to inspire a 7th inning rally. Here's the 3-1. It's a strike taken down the pipe at 97. The count runs full. Time for Kim, the rookie. So calm, so confident. Such a quick learner. It's been great in these spots. Runners in scoring position, 2 out. The 3-2 pitch is a bouncer up the middle. Bogarts is waiting. Scoops it off the dirt, and he rips a fastball over to Arraez, and that ends the 7th inning. It started with a base hit for Teoscar Hernandez. Edman worked a 2-out walk. They got into scoring position, but Ha-Seong Kim grounded out to end the threat. We go to the 8th inning. San Diego still ahead 3-0.
For focus, relaxation, and inspiration, Sirius XM Chill, Channel 55, and at home with your Sirius XM app on your phone, computer, Alexa, TV, or other internet-connected devices.
Wake up! Wake up, everybody! This is Steve Phillips from the leadoff spot on MLB Network Radio. Join me and former Major League Baseball players Eduardo Perez and Xavier Scruggs as we react to all the latest news and scores across baseball and have plenty of fun along the way.
Steve, you were so right about that.
I don't know if anybody else thinks we're funny, but I think we're funny.
Why are you putting us or we into this?
The leadoff spot, weekdays at 7 a.m. Eastern on MLB Network Radio, Channel 89, and on the SiriusXM app.
Begin your day talking golf on The Starter with Taylor Zarzour.
JJ Spawn is your 125th U.S. Open champion.
What are you thinking as you prepare for that 64-foot, 5-inch putt?
All I was worrying about was the pace. Speed was the biggest component, and I ended up hitting it with perfect speed and went right in.
Listen to The Starter, weekday morning starting at 7 a.m. Eastern on PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92 in the car, and on the SiriusXM app.
That's takespace2pause.org.
A long fly ball to center. She is gone.
Dodger fans, this is Dave Roberts, and you're listening to Los Angeles Dodgers Baseball on Sirius XM.
Top of the 8th inning brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo celebrating 20 years of good times. First pitch of the 8th inning is pulled down the right field line. A fair ball for Luis Arraez, who's off to the races. Teoscar Hernandez just got there in the corner. Arraez rounding second. He's heading for third. He slides in, didn't need to slide, but he has a leadoff triple here in the 8th. And that is the greeting to Jack Little, new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Dodgers, and it's a rude one from the Padre first baseman.
Yeah, man, for Little making his major league debut, and for Little, he stood out at AAA, 26 appearances, all out of the bullpen, had 10 saves. So for Little, his major league debut, the big right-hander, 6'4", 190, 27 years old.
And now he faces Manny Machado. He misses inside with ball one.
And Little becomes the 32nd different pitcher the Dodgers have had throw an inning or part of an inning this season.
Out of the stretch, he
33rd
kicks and fires. Machado swings and pops it up. Shallow right center field. Who's going to get it? Teoscar Hernandez comes in, makes the catch. Arraez tagging from third. The throw in from Hernandez is a strike to Smith, and Arraez turns around, heads back to the bag. Well played by Teoscar Hernandez on the first out. Now that's a huge run there at third base for San Diego. 3-0 is the lead for the Padres in this series finale.
Well, with the infield in at this particular point, Arraez is not going to be able to get a huge secondary lead. Muncy only about 8-9 feet off the bag right now, even with the bag.
Now the lefty Gavin Sheets. First pitch from Little. It just catches the outside corner. Strike one. Jack Little, product of Stanford University up in Palo Alto. Major league debut. Working with some traffic. Infield in for the Dodgers, and Sheets shoots it foul. In the net above the Dodgers on deck circle. 0-2. Little wearing the number 81. Emmett Sheehan was optioned as they selected Little's contract. 0-2 pitch to Sheets is a bullet to center field, an RBI base hit, and the Padres tack on an insurance run in the 8th. 4-0 San Diego. And Gavin Sheets extends his hitting streak with that base hit. He's now had a knock in each of the last 10 games.
And Sheets gives way to a pinch runner as well. And Wade comes on.
Multi-purpose move for Mike Schilt. Wade obviously more fleet of foot and then thus can cover more ground in left field where Sheets has been playing. 1 on, 1 out for the suddenly scorching Xander Bogaerts. A runner goes, swinging a foul ball, so Wade will head back to first base. Strike 1 on Bogaerts. There's a strong finish for Little his last dozen or so outings in AAA. So the Dodgers bring him up. Emmett Sheehan, who started last night's game and pitched well in his 2025 Major League debut, again goes back to OKC. Tony Gonsolin goes to the 60-day IL as they needed to make room for Jack Little on the 40-man roster. Pickoff attempt unsuccessful on Wade at first base.
Boy, that's a lot of pitchers.
Yep.
We're not halfway through the season, and 33 have towed the pitching slab.
1 on, 1 out. The 0-1 pitch. Bogaerts shoots it the other way. Xander Bogaerts has a 4-for-4 night. An opposite field single. Wade stops at second. And the Padres doing everything they can to avoid the 4-game sweep. Third hit and 4 batters for Little in his Major League debut. Still a ground ball away. Here's Jake Cronenworth. The Dodger deficit is now 4 after Sheets' RBI base hit. Scored the leadoff triple of Arraez. Strike 1 to Cronenworth. Fastball at 95 from Little.
Ground ball double play will work here.
The pitch is in the dirt. Good pick by Will Smith. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Giants won earlier today, so the Dodgers lost a half game in the standings with that result. Roller down the first base slide. It bounces off the bag, and Cronenworth is going to be safe. A lucky bounce for Cronenworth loads the bases for San Diego in the 8th. It ricocheted over to Tommy Edman, but even with Little running toward the bag to help cover, the Dodgers did not have a play. And right now, Will Smith is on the mound talking with Jack Little. He's made Little smile on the mound. That's good work by Will Smith.
You just take a moment and say, okay, look, there's no way you could, prevent that. It happened to hit the bag. Now a double play will really play large.
Jose Iglesias is the batter. 3 straight hits for the Padres have the bases loaded. Still only 1 out. Ball 1 downstairs on Iglesias. He made it 2-0, a sacrifice fly back in the 5th inning. He's 0 for 2 otherwise. The pitch from Little. Iglesias high in the air, left field side, hooking out of play. Muncy is there, but it drops on the other side of the net.
Little, every time he has the baseball before he's looking in and he matches up on the signal, he's loading the splitter in between the forefinger and the middle finger of his pitching hand.
Ball in glove, hidden at the letters, the pitch. Hooks outside. 2 balls and a strike for Iglesias. Wade on third, Bogaerts on second, Cronenworth the runner on first. Bogaerts and Cronenworth have 7 of the Padres' 11 hits tonight. The Dodgers have 4 hits total. 2-1 slash foul over the net. 2-2.
That was a fastball right down the middle. Also noticing a little when he does grip what he says is a splitter. It's really deep in that V. And if you look at it technically, is it a splitter or is it a forkball? One man splitter is another man forkball.
Misses high, well high, filling the count on Iglesias. That's the debate people were having with Roki Sasaki. starting the year. Well, nowhere to put Iglesias. Bases loaded, 1 out in the 8th. The Dodgers trail 4-0. The 3-2 pitch from Little is up and in, ball 4. It's a bases loaded walk that scores another for San Diego. 5-0 Padres. And because the Dodgers were unable to come through when they had runners on or runners in scoring position, this deficit is growing in the 8th, and the confidence in a comeback is waning. First pitch, cut on and missed by Lockridge, his first plate appearance. Strike 1. Came off the bench to take over for Bryce Johnson, who got hit by a Lou Trevino pitch in the 7th. Bases still loaded, still only 1 out. Will Smith now telling Little to settle down as he misses upstairs again with a fastball. Little taking a deep breath on the bump. Making his major league debut. And you know, despite the deep breath, that heart is racing. Misses inside with the fastball, falling behind Lockridge 2-1. The pitch. Check swing, foul ball into the net. Count squares up. They're loaded with 1 out on a 2-2 pitch. Lockridge takes 95 at the knees, and it's ball 3. Just miss the foot of the zone. And that was a good pitch from Little, just a hair downstairs. Another full count with the bases loaded. Another 3-2 pitch. Ground ball left side. Muncy in the glove. Goes to second for 1. Edman has it. Here's the turn. That's 2. A 5-4-3 double play gets Jack Little out of his first major league inning. The Padres do score 2, though. It could have been worse. 5-0. The Dodgers trail as we go to the bottom of the 8th.
Welcome back to Talking Snack Radio. Big news, Bob.
Let's hear it.
When the Dodgers steal a base, fans get a free AM/PM hot dog and 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola with the AM/PM app.
That's right, Mike. This is a real game changer.
More like a life changer.
Hey-o.
This is the MVP of promos.
Better start carrying my mustard bottle around.
Slide into free snacks with the official convenience store of the Dodgers. AM/PM. Too much good stuff. Only 1,000 deals available per game on the AM/PM app for 24 hours through September 28th. Only at participating AM/PM stores while supplies last.
Every Dodgers legend started out as a rookie, but they went on to become the best in baseball. They left behind a legacy of determination, skill, and love of the game. With the right retirement game plan, you too can leave a legacy. From saving early on to having income during retirement, Security Benefit can help you save for your future and leave a legacy for those you love. Security Benefit, proud sponsor of the LA Dodgers.
When it comes to personal injury, Jacoby & Myers knocks it out of the park. And with a winning record of more than $2 billion in settlements, Jacoby & Myers is California's MVP. If you've been injured, don't settle for less than the firm voted the #1 personal injury firm 5 years in a row. Get the justice you deserve with Jacoby & Myers. Call 1-800-5-MILLION for a free consultation today. And let the big league lawyers fight for you. Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
As the weather heats up, so does the daily baseball discussion on MLB Network Radio. Talk about your team with us on Sirius XM 89 on the Sirius XM app.
Parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. The Dodgers trying to overcome a growing late inning deficit. The Padres have scored 3 runs in the last 2 innings, so they now lead 5-0. The Dodgers down to their final 6 outs. The 8th inning will feature a new pitcher on the mound for the Padres. It's the righty Jason Adam, veteran high-leverage arm, acquired from Tampa Bay last season. Shohei Ohtani to the plate. The first pitch to him is up and away, ball 1. Ohtani is 1 for 3 tonight. Miguel Rojas is in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch to Ohtani. He swings through a strike, a breaking ball down and in. It would have been a ball. Instead, it's 1-1. Shohei's average now 290 are better against him than lefties like Ohtani. 1-2 pitch. Ohtani takes 2-2. On this 2-2 pitch from Adam, Ohtani rolls it foul toward the Padre dugout. That's the third ball that he swung at. That was low. But he stays alive for at least one more. Five 5-0 Padres. Adam misses up and away, fills the count against Ohtani. Payoff pitch on the way. And Ohtani strikes out swinging. 1 out in the 8th. He just could not see any of Jason Adams' sliders in that AB. Well, Miguel Rojas getting some action. Coming off the bench to pinch hit for Mookie Betts. Bases empty, 1 out in the 8th. The Dodgers trail by a handful. Last saw Rojas on Sunday in the finale against the Giants. Can't hold up on a slider in the dirt outside from Adam. He waves at strike 1. Rojas is 2 for his last 4 with a home run. He was 0 for 2 on Sunday against San Francisco as the Dodgers took that series. They've already clinched this one against the Padres. Adam has one slip out of his hands, up and in on Rojas. The off speed, 1-1 now, the count. The pitch, and Rojas laces it to left field. A 1 out base hit for the Dodgers in the 8th. Another pinch hitter. Instead of Will Smith to the plate, it's the rookie Dalton Rushing.
Dalton Rushing.
And Kike Hernandez is in the on-deck circle. He would come on for Freddie Freeman.
So Dave Roberts emptying the bench. With the Padres up 5-0. 1 on, 1 out in the 8th. Adam out of the stretch now. Rushing takes the first pitch to strike in the heart. Well, Dalton had a huge swing last night in the game. And go ahead 2-run base hit. And broke a 1-1 tie, put the Dodgers ahead 3-1. The pitch from Adam. Rushing swings through, strike 2. That was in the 5th inning. The Dodgers couldn't hold that lead. They gave up 2 in the top of the 9th, but then Will Smith walked it off in the bottom of the 9th. Rushing said that night at the plate, and also factored in on a big defensive play in the late innings. It boosted the already high confidence that he has for himself. Strikes out swinging on 3 pitches here against Adam. And that's out number 2. Third Dodger pinch hitter in the 8th inning. Kike Hernandez, who is in a cold spell. He's 1 for his last 24. 2 outs. Rojas on first. First pitch swinging. It's cued foul on the first base side. Adam deals. Kike ducks out of the way. Pitch well upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. So the lone bat on the bench for the Dodgers now is Michael Conforto. On a 1-1, Hernandez grounds it foul. Ricochets off the camera well to the third base coach, Dino Evil, strike 2. Now these moves twofold, Mo. You know, Dave Roberts getting some guys some work, some ABs, some playing time.
And let some other guys go in, ice down, and kind of cool off and get ready for tomorrow night with the Nationals.
Hernandez swings and fouls it away on the right side. And so you got some hungry guys coming off the bench. So Doc is saying, hey, if you're going to come back, if we're going to come back, do it. Do it for us. But given the situation and the scoreboard, series already in hand, just getting ready for the Nationals who come to town. The 1-2 pitch to Hernandez, and Kike strikes out swinging. So 3 strikeouts for Adam, sandwiching a 1-out base hit for Rojas. At the end of 8 full, it's the Padres 5 and the Dodgers nothing.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on Sirius XM. We're back on the track Sunday,
1 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Great American Getaway 400, presented by VisitPA.com.
From Pocono Raceway on Sirius XM NASCAR Radio Channel 90. For up-to-date betting lines, fantasy plays, and the latest NASCAR news, catch the pre-race show before every Cup Series race. Plus, 2 hours of post-race coverage on Sirius XM NASCAR Radio Channel 90.
Football season may be months away.
It's over. The Philadelphia Eagles have won Super Bowl 59.
But Sports Grid Radio is talking about the lines, odds, and futures for the NFL.
If you don't have a great quarterback in this league, you'll be lucky if you scrape 8th.
Whether you're looking at team win totals, props, or the best odds to win next year's Super Bowl, the only place to get the winning edge over the sports books is Sports Grid Radio.
And I'm going to bet the Eagles to win the NFC before the year gets underway.
Channel 159 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
It's Mad Dog Unleashed with Christopher Mad Dog Russo.
Good afternoon, everybody!
Hear the passion.
Be aggressive. Get something done.
Hear the knowledge.
The game, folks, is about 2 plays. And that's what it comes down to.
Hear the personality.
I'm going to start here in an angry mood. Get somebody on the radio!
That has made him a sports talk legend.
Does that make any sense to you? Drives you crazy.
It's Mad Dog Unleashed with Christopher Russo. Weekdays, 3 p.m. Eastern on Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82, or anytime on the Sirius XM app.
Lease terms, and they'll bring the vehicle right to you. Again, galpinmazda.com. Ask for Dan Sterkel.
For year-round baseball coverage, turn to MLB Network Radio, included with your Sirius XM subscription on Sirius XM 89 and the Sirius XM app.
Can I kick it?
The top of the 9th inning is sponsored by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate your old car? Call 1-877-CARS for Kids now. Friendly agents are standing by to take your donation. Cars with a K to donate your car today. Dodgers down 5-0. Martin Maldonado, the first batter up to the plate for San Diego. And he swings at the first pitch of the inning and he whiffs on it. Strike 1 for Jack Little. Second inning of work for the Dodger right-hander in his major league debut. His first inning wasn't the smoothest. 0-1 to Maldonado, brushes him back, but it catches the inside corner on the front door, 0-2. Leadoff triple from Arraez. Machado flew out, and then it was 3 straight base hits. Gavin Sheets, Xander Bogaerts, and Jake Cronenworth. And a bases-loaded walk to Iglesias. The 0-2 to Maldonado dives downstairs in the dirt. That's ball 1. But after that bases-loaded walk, got an inning-ending double play, but still 2 insurance runs to really put this one out of reach from a feel standpoint, the way the Dodger offense has looked tonight, Mo.
Yep, it's been quiet.
Maldonado takes a rip and he fouls it off the plate to stay alive. And so the Dodgers now getting ready for the next series. They won this one. And who knows if they come back in the bottom of the 9th, terrific. But if not, it's 3 out of 4 against the Padres. And they finish a grueling stretch strong. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The first big league strikeout for Jack Little as he punches the ticket of Martin Maldonado.
And Dalton rushing. He tosses that souvenir into the Dodger dugout. It's something for Jack Little to has a souvenir.
5th trip to the plate for Fernando Tatis Jr. He is 0 for 4. First pitch from Little is strike 1. And the grueling stretch we're talking about, Mo, 29 straight games the Dodgers played against teams with winning records in first place or in postseason position. And they're 17-11 with tonight's result still pending. There's a ball from Little.
And feel that they could have played much better. And the other part, too, is they realize full well, okay, the Nationals come in tomorrow night. They're going to have a little stretch of teams that are not in first place or above that 500. Don't take them lightly.
Oh, no. Tatis got hit. And Little, the rookie, spins Tatis around. And Mike Schilt is furious coming out of the dugout. Tatis is still on the ground. He lost his helmet. He's being checked on by Arraez. And now Mike Schilt is barking at Dave Roberts. Dave Roberts out of the dugout. The managers are going to come face to face. Standing in between them is the Cruchy Marvin Hudson. And Duck just bumped Mike Schilt. The dugout's clear. Mike Schilt has been barking all day. And then he yelled at Dave Roberts, and the Padres and Dodger bullpen's now empty. They gather on the warning track next to the Dodger dugout. This has been brewing all season long. And finally, the tempers are too hot. Let's talk later is what Dave Roberts is saying. We'll talk later. We'll talk later. The managers have been separated. The players are out there in between, and the umpiring crews as well. They're still pointing at each other. Very animated discussion.
Yeah, that's not a discussion. That's a yelling match, and the tippers are flaring. Nobody likes to get hit. There's no question about that. Padres got sick and tired of being hit. Now Roberts trying to move around the entire area. Maybe that Schilt can come out and they can talk.
Well, Mike Schilt is being escorted back.
But when Schilt comes out, and then he basically is kind of challenging Dave Roberts and pointing and yelling.
Now Machado is in there.
Yeah, well, and all the while, umpires are going to be kind of taking a mental note. The other part that I noticed, there's some people that should not be on the field right now.
And the discussion is still going on. Dave Roberts is trying to tell Mike Schilt something, and he's being kind of shooed away by Marvin Hudson. Dave is
he was
tapping.
also in a conversation with Leeper, the third base coach. I mean, this is boiling over. And, these two ball clubs have played kind of, exciting baseball. There's no question about it. I think San Diego stunned last year in the division playoffs. And the Dodgers came back and won it. I mean, there's no love lost between these two ball clubs. They play like it, and things just amped up a little bit more here in Game 4 of this series.
So Tatis got hit by the rookie Jack Little in his major league debut. He spun around, and Mike Schilt came flying out of the dugout, and instead of checking on his player, he started pointing and yelling at Dave Roberts. So that got Doc out of his seat from the top step, and Dave ran out there, and despite Marvin Hudson being between them, Roberts and Schilt still came chest to chest, and Roberts bumped Schilt back. That caused the benches to empty, the bullpens to charge in. The discussion then moved to the warning track. Both teams are still on the field right now.
Yeah.
Nobody has gone back to their dugouts.
Nope. And, this is one of those spots that, you could have a flare-up with one comment being made from one side or the other. And Dave Roberts coming in trying to get his guys back into the dugout.
And he's telling the umpires, Strip Gibson is there. He's saying, we're good, we're good, we're good. And I think now things starting to cool down. Mike Schilt still front line. And he is kind of standing there nodding his head. Kike Hernandez there next to Mike Schilt.
And now Dave Roberts started to come back. They grabbed him, and Schilt is not going back to the dugout. Not yet.
The umpire's telling Kike Hernandez to head back to the field. Teoscar Hernandez has a hand on the shoulder of Mike Schilt, and they're having a discussion. Teoscar trying to cool things down. He is talking with the Padre manager, who's now put his arm around Teoscar's waist. They're talking, walking up the first base line. 2 smiles now, and that's the power of Teoscar Hernandez, because Mike Schilt certainly was not smiling for the last few minutes.
No.
And now there's a laugh.
Well, there was one push, and then fortunately no punches are thrown. Now the umpires are going to get together, figure out, well, do we have ejections?
So it was a hit that glanced off the front left arm of Tatis, who started his swing, realized it was up and in, then spun around.
Yeah, and Schilt came flying out of the dugout.
It's the 3rd time Tatis has been hit by a Dodger pitcher this year.
This may sound a little weird, and it's difficult sometimes to get out of the way of a pitch. I don't question that at all. But there's an easy way to get it if you raise your hands up high, and that didn't happen. I realized the ball was moving. It's the heat of everything else, and these can be very ugly, and sometimes you wonder, well, what the heck is going on? Umpires are still talking. And while the ball was inside, it was not like 2 feet inside and hitting.
Tatis is out of the game. There's going to be a runner replacing him on first base. Umpires still conferencing. They're about a quarter way up the first base line and on the grass.
Well, it was sad to see that Tatis was being escorted really off the field by his trainer, and the trainer was holding his right arm. And boy, we hope that there's not an injury on that one.
So the 4 umpires split. 2 talking with Mike Schilt, 2 talking with Dave Roberts to try and sort out what's going on. Ideally, the microphone is used, and they can explain to everybody.
And it's not going to happen.
What's going on? Okay, so Dave Roberts has finished his talk. He goes back to the Dodger dugout. Marvin Hudson now talking with Jack Little, who's been warming up on the mound.
And I wonder if now both teams, yes, they are. They're being warned.
Yeah. So warnings issued. Okay, so the audio there a little fuzzy on the mic for Marvin Hudson. Both teams have been warned, and both managers have been ejected. So we appreciate Hudson doing that as they sort through the benches and bullpens clearing. But Mo, I think it's 9 hit batsmen in the 7 games. But this is another unintended consequence of the new balanced schedule. When they schedule these home and homes, and you have 7 games within a 2-week stretch, and especially within the division, and especially with 2 teams that have no love lost between them, stuff like this can brew very quickly.
Yes, and it did. And for Roberts, he is still hot. And there were words going back and forth. And like Dave Roberts has invited Schilt. You want to see me after the game? Okay.
All right, so the umpiring crew gather once again, and we're approaching the resumption of play. 1 on, 1 out in the top of the 9th after Tatis was hit by a pitch. It looks like Trenton Brooks is going to be the runner on first base for Tatis, who has exited the ball game. Luis Arraez is the batter, and so now this is Jack Little's major league debut, and he's got to kind of rally after that. First pitch to Arraez, skied high on the infield left side. Muncy calling for it at third, and he makes the catch. And a drop down to his left side at the last moment. 2 gone. You know, as the 2 teams gathered, that you never really saw two players, one from each side, really getting into each other's faces. It was really all about the coaches in that particular scrum. Here's Manny Machado, 2 outs and a runner on. He waves at strike one. But at some point you did see Machado, who is the head of the snake for San Diego, kind of work his way to the front there, and he was jawing with somebody. The 0-1 pitch from Little. Machado takes strike 2 at the knees. Again, both managers ejected. Mike Schilt and Dave Roberts tossed in the top of the 9th inning. 5-0 Padres. Little needs one more strike to finish this frame. And Machado skies it high in the air. Playable in right center for Hassan Kidd. He's underneath it, and that will do it. Tatis's hit batter, the runner, is stranded on the bases. The Dodgers down 5-0. They have 3 outs to work with.
With summer in full swing, our boys in blue are having a memorable one. And during the 4th of July event at your Southern California Chevy dealers, you can make your own summer adventures unforgettable in a new Chevy Silverado, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Southern California, with 9 unique trims to choose from, including the off-road performance and capability of ZR2 and RST, a bold and sporty high-performance pickup with an energizing presence that really stands out. Right now, current qualified lessees can get an ultra-low mileage lease on a 2025 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT Turbo Max 4-wheel drive for around $329 a month for 36 months, with $46.19 due at signing after all offers. Don't miss the 4th of July event. Stop by or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility new retail registrations using large pickup segmentation. Example based on national average vehicle selling price. Your payments may vary. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details.
He swings and goes deep to left field. This ball is back. This ball is gone. A home run for Ohtani.
Aloha, Dodger fans. Join us at Dodger Stadium to enjoy a tropical takeover in the ballpark on Tuesday, July 1st versus the Chicago White Sox. Purchase a special ticket pack and receive an exclusive Dodgers Hawaiian shirt presented by King's Hawaiian and wear it to your favorite ball game. It's the ultimate summer souvenir. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
A long fly ball to center. She is gone.
Dodger fans, this is Dave Roberts, and you're listening to Los Angeles Dodgers baseball on Sirius XM.
Will face Sean Reynolds, lead off the bottom of the 9th. Reynolds just out of the bullpen for a second time in the last 10 minutes as the benches and bullpens just emptied.
Well, stay tuned. David Vassay should have an exciting post-game Dodger talk.
Big right-hander misses outside on Hernandez, ball 1. It was Teoscar Hernandez who really took it upon himself to calm down Mike Schilt, the manager of the Padres. Now the pitch from Reynolds. Upstairs, ball 2. Now, Mo, you correct me if you think I'm wrong here, but I think it's fair to call Mike Schilt, the manager of the Padres, he was the match and the short fuse in this series. I understand being hot about your best player getting hit. Reynolds misses high again, 3-0 on Teoscar Hernandez. But the context for those hit-by pitches do matter. Right? Lou Trevino lost him leading off in Petco Park last week. Happened again, understand. The most recent one, Jack Little, is a rookie making his major league debut. It's a 4-pitch leadoff walk for Teoscar Hernandez. Now, it was Mike Schilt who very obviously and understandably ordered Randy Vasquez to intentionally hit Shohei Ohtani. And Vasquez on the first attempt missed. Tried to hit him, could not. Tried again, then got him on that front right thigh. Ohtani laughed it off. Everybody said, okay, that's the game policing itself. But as far as I'm concerned, the antics we have seen from him in the dugout in the lead up to the benches clearing, barking earlier at Lou Trevino for hitting Lockridge, who was late getting out of the way, and then losing his mind when the rookie lost went in on Tatis, and then screaming at Dave Roberts. What is Doc supposed to do?
Yeah, well, when you start to point the fingers, you're basically challenging.
2-0 on Max Muncy.
The other side, instead of the concern, I realize that there's concern for his own player. It's an ugly situation.
Yeah.
There's no question about that. I don't know if there's, we're not on the field. I've said this before, is if we're not there, we don't know exactly what's said, but from looking from afar, it appeared to be somewhat insightful the way that Schilt came out. And from everything that I know about Mike Schilt, he's a gentleman. Right. That everything I've ever heard. He's been in baseball since
he was born in a backpack. Basically,
he was a clubhouse rat running around and getting hot dogs. He's worked his way up. He's been in development. He's been everything else. I just thought it was an ugly situation that took place. I get it. He's mad because his player got hit. Other guys have gotten hit in this situation too. But when you come out and you start to point fingers and jaw at somebody and you're walking at them at the same time,
you're just asking for trouble. You're asking for bad news.
It helped. I think it built trouble into crescendo.
2-0 pitch. Muncy takes, and finally Reynolds finds a strike at the very top of the zone. The leadoff walk to Hernandez.
And I'll say this. I don't know personally Mike Schilt. I've never heard a bad thing about the man. I've always heard absolute gentleman.
The pitch. Muncy jumps out of the way of a pitch inside. That's ball 3.
And I know Dave Roberts, and he is an absolute gentleman. They both love to compete. I get that.
And these two teams compete hard. I mean,
but
7 times in 11 days.
When someone comes out and starts walking at you and pointing,
I'm going to come back and
yelling.
Meet you. Yeah. 3-1, outside ball 4. Back-to-back walks for Reynolds to start the bottom of the 9th.
Now can the Dodgers create some magic of their own right here? It's an uphill battle, boy, is it? You got 3 outs to work with. You need some more base runners. This is not about a big swing right now. This is about getting someone else on base, then the next guy, and the next guy. Get the conga line going.
Andy Pages is 0 for 3. First and second, no outs. The Dodgers trail 5-0. First pitch, up and in from Reynolds. Another ball.
Well,
I mean, he has thrown 10 pitches, and 9 have missed the zone.
What happens if he accidentally hits someone? Well,
I hope we don't see that.
I hope that as well.
The pitch. And Pages launches high in the air, deep to left field. Wade on the warning track. This ball is going to die at the wall. It's caught by Wade right in front of the 375 marker in left field. Teoscar tags from second to third. That is the second fly ball off the bat of a Dodger tonight that we have seen just absolutely flatline on the warning track.
Yeah, this one was hit too high, and the trajectory is just not going to let it keep going.
Pages just missed a 3-run home run, and what a shot of life that would have been into this ballpark. First and third, 1 out, and it looks like the bench coach of the Padres, Brian Esposito, will come out and make a pitching change. They're going to bring in their closer, Robert Suarez, and he blew last night's game, giving up the pinch hit, walk-off home run to Will Smith. He'll come in to try and get the last 2 outs tonight. 5-0 Padres. The Dodgers have 2 on and 1 out.
Welcome back to Talking Snack Radio. Big news, Bob.
Let's hear it.
When the Dodgers steal a base, fans get a free AM/PM hot dog and 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola with the AM/PM app.
That's right, Mike. This is a real game changer.
More like a life changer.
Hey-o.
This is the MVP of promos.
Better start carrying my mustard bottle around.
Slide into free snacks with the official convenience store of the Dodgers. AM/PM. Too much good stuff. Only 1,000 deals available per game on the AM/PM app for 24 hours through September 28th. Only at participating AM/PM stores while supplies last.
Hi, it's Hannah, and welcome to the HannahCast. Today, Piggy Bank's gonna fuel our episode with questions about Arco Rewards. Yep, earn up to $5 in rewards at sign up. And 5 cents on every gallon. Sounds pretty sensible, if you ask me. Oh, all this savings talk making you hungry? There you go. Learn how to earn at arcorewards.com.
By entering your phone number, you're agreeing to receive recurring automated informational and marketing SMS, MMS messages from Marathon. Other terms and conditions may apply at participating locations only.
Hey, it's Freddie Freeman. When it comes to your child's health, you want the team from Children's Hospital Los Angeles. At CHLA, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise, with care completely tailored to kids. U.S. News and World Report has once again named CHLA the #1 hospital in California and ranked in the top 10 nationally for pediatrics. Whether it's routine checkups or life-saving treatments, Children's Hospital Los Angeles is where families turn. Find an all-star doctor today.
Torres, they're up 5-0 in the bottom of the 9th. Back-to-back walks from Reynolds to begin the inning to Hernandez and Muncy. And a deep fly out 3 times. First pitch is fouled over the net. Strike one.
San Diego just not going to take any chances. They cannot drop 7 games behind the Dodgers. Trying to avoid a 4-game sweep with a victory here in Game 4.
Suarez out of the stretch. Edman with a base hit, left center field. That's down. Hernandez comes in to score, and it scoots underneath Lockridge. Muncy goes to third. Edman heads to second. He's in there sliding safely. The Dodgers are on the board. It's 5-1. A missed play in center field by Brandon Lockridge allowed an extra base and another runner into scoring position.
What should be a single and an error. Dodgers could care how it's scored, but clearly an error and just poorly played.
A single and an RBI for Tommy Edman and the E8 on Lockridge. Second and third, Ha-Seong Kim swings through the first pitch, a fastball at 97, 0-1. Muncy on third, Edman on second. Suarez sets on the first base side of the mound. The pitch. Tails outside away from Kim at 98.
These two ball clubs will come together again here August 15, 16, and 17, a weekend series here. And the following weekend down in San Diego.
The 1-1 to Kim. And that is laced but foul on the left field side. It slices into the field level seats, 1-2. Kim can get aboard. Ohtani would come to the plate as the tying run. For now, that run is on deck. 5-1 Padres, bottom of the ninth. The Dodgers down to their final 2 outs. On a 1-2 pitch from Suarez, Kim watches, 99 at the knees. Ball 2 and a square count. Ooh, how do you lay off that? That was close. Second and third, 1 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Suarez. Kim shoots it down the left field side, but again, it slices out of play. So 15th sellout crowd on hand for this series finale. Many have left, but those who stayed trying to will on a 9th inning comeback. The 2-2 pitch. Kim swings and fouls it in and out of the glove of Maldonado. He stays alive. That was 100 from Suarez. And Kim, as he saw the ball bouncing on the ground, he pumped his fist. Still has a chance to extend the ball game and chip away at the deficit. Another 2-2. That ball is, oh my goodness, that's called ball 3. That's another good fastball from Suarez that appeared to have the zone. But instead the count is full.
That's a call that went the Dodgers' way.
Can Kim take advantage? Here's the payoff pitch. A bouncer to short. Bogarts comes in. They'll trade the run for the out. Kim thrown out at first. Muncy comes in to score. It's now 5-2. An RBI fielder's choice for Ha-Seong Kim. Or will it be too little, too late? Dodgers need one more base runner. Remember, Mookie Betts, Will Smith, and Freddie Freeman are all out of the game. The pitch. Ohtani watches. Ball 1 downstairs. Infield playing back. Nobody even close to Tommy Edman. He can kind of walk all the way to home plate if he wanted to, without any trouble. He's on third with 2 out. Last out to play with for LA. Suarez misses low and outside. 2 balls, no strikes for Ohtani. Ohtani just 3 for 16 in this series, but Suarez is being careful. Misses outside. 101-mile-per-hour fastball, but well off the plate. Ball 3. So Ohtani probably has to recognize the situation here. You need one more base runner. It's 3-0. You probably need to see at least one. The pitch. and it hits Ohtani. Up and in at 100 to get Ohtani in the front left shoulder.
Well,
and
Suarez
he's going to be out of the game.
Yeah, Suarez immediately ejected.
Ohtani is waving everybody back, saying, no, do not come out of the dugout. He is telling everybody to stay in there. The Dodgers are all raring to go on the top step. Ohtani hit for a second time in this series. And Suarez has been ejected from the game. The umpires got together in front of the mound on the right side of the infield, and they are tossing him. Brian Esposito, the bench coach, comes out. That hit him on the front.
Well, that ball was up and in. Those are the pitches that can really do some damage. It's up and in, right about shoulder height.
And that's his right shoulder, about like the shoulder blade area. And Ohtani was shaking it off, walking down the line, trying to keep the temperatures calm within the room in the stadium.
Well, I don't understand what the discussion is, and everybody circle around. The man was ejected. Both teams have been warned. The man was already ejected. The bench coach will also be taking a hike. Get the game moving. Get off the field. Let's go.
And Suarez is walking off the mound. And he is walking toward the dugout. And the Padres got to get somebody hot out of nowhere. The closer ejected from the game. Warnings were issued following the ejections to Mike Shildt and Dave Roberts. And Suarez is tossed. I do not know what Manny Machado and the Padres are arguing here.
Oh, there's nothing to argue. And I applaud Shohei Ohtani, who immediately turns to, no, stay right where you are, guys.
And right now, Ohtani is talking to the Padre dugout and smiling with them. He, like Teoscar Hernandez, trying to use their wide smiles to diffuse the situations. Yuki Matsui is the left-hander who's running in from the bullpen. The Dodgers are going to bring the tying run to the plate in the bottom of the ninth.
Well, you just wonder if Niebla now is he's got the lineup card. So Suarez is gone, bench coach is gone, and by the way, if you're planning to see the Dodgers on August 15, 16, and 17, you might want to make your plans right now.
That's why Ohtani is talking with Jose Iglesias. They were teammates together in Anaheim.
Yep.
And so reconnecting here now on opposite ends of a heated National League West rivalry. I tell you what, I will die on the hill that this is a quirk of the balanced schedule. I just think when you schedule this many dates in such a short amount of time with division opponents, it ups the odds that stuff like this will happen.
Well, tempers fly. You get sick and tired of being sick and tired about the same guys.
Yeah.
I'm not pointing the finger at Suarez. I would not do that. But that was very suspect. 3 balls and no strikes, and the ball was up and in
at 100,
shoulder high
at 100
and coming in right there.
When all the misses were arm side.
And you can make the case for both sides. And I get that too. This could have gotten out of hand and been much uglier than what it was. The umpires, I don't know what time their flight is tomorrow, but they've got a lot of writing to do tonight and making out some reports.
So Yuki Matsui gets time to warm up. Nobody was up in the bullpen. Obviously, Robert Suarez, he's their closer. You're up 5-0 in the ninth inning. You're thinking he can get you 3 outs. Well, he got 2, but the Dodgers have scored twice, and they have runners on first and third. Miguel Rojas is going to be the batter. He pinch hit for Mookie Betts in the 8th. Dalton Rushing pinch hit for Will Smith. And then Kike Hernandez pinch hit for Freddie Freeman. So the Dodgers are going to look to their bench, the guys who haven't played very often, to try and complete this comeback. Now Ohtani laughing with Arraez on first base. Oh, it's the biggest thing, Mo, from the macro perspective for the Dodgers is that Ohtani was able to spin out of the way, and he didn't wear that as clean as he could have. 100-mile-per-hour pitch up and in his front right shoulder blade area. Ohtani's going to pitch again this Sunday, the last game of the homestand against the Nationals.
Yeah, and is that going to be lingering soreness? We'll find out. The other thing, too, we've not heard any updates, and we hope it's nothing to be overly concerned about, and that's with Fernando Tatis, who had to leave the game, and they were holding his right arm as he left the field. So hopefully everybody comes out of it healthy. But this has not been a pleasant situation as the curtain kind of comes down on this game.
You know, I understand that this has become like the rivalry in Major League Baseball right now. Red Sox-Yankees isn't what it used to be. Cubs-Cardinals isn't what it used to be.
Well, the other part, too, is since the rules have changed to try and protect players and keep them healthy and on the field, you know, I hate to make the comparison. Well, it used to be. But it was one of those things, if you thought somebody was throwing it at your guys, you'd normally get one shot. You take care of the others, and okay, it was over. That's not the case anymore. And umpires have a huge burden placed upon them to where they're supposed to be able to ascertain intent of a pitcher. Yeah. And that's
Hop
really
inside the mind of another person.
That's really unfair to the umpires.
Yeah.
Very unfair.
I agree with you. This is unfair for Yuki Matsui, but that's the situation he finds himself in. Has to get hot out of nowhere. The left-hander comes to the mound. He is done warming up. Tommy Edman is on third base. Shohei Ohtani is on first, and he's still kind of wheeling around that right arm. Tying run at the plate. 5-2 Padres in the bottom of the ninth. Rojas came off the bench and singled in the eighth. His objective here, continue the game. Or if he wants, tie it with one swing. On the first pitch from Matsui, Ohtani takes off for second. He has it because the Padres are indifferent. Ball one from Matsui. Ohtani's run doesn't matter. The one at the plate does. Rojas waiting in the right-handed batter's box. The lefty deals and misses in the dirt. Ball two. If you're a hitter in Rojas' spot, Mo, are you?
I'm looking one area about the size of maybe a golf ball. I mean, it's got to be right there in order for you to swing at it right here.
Because Matsui just came out of the bullpen out of nowhere, just finished warming up in seemingly a hurry. On a 2-0, Rojas holds the trigger. That's ball three downstairs.
Well, now I imagine you're going to be taking. Does he take one? And then does he take another one?
Takes a deep breath. Twirls the bat once toward Matsui. The lefty holds the ball in the back of his belt. Ready for this 3-0 pitch. It is strike one on the outside corner. Fastball at 93. If that got the edge, it did not get much of it. But the Dodgers have seen calls go their way this inning. 5-2 San Diego. 2 on, 2 out in the ninth. Matsui's 3-1 to Rojas is in the dirt. Ball four. The bases are loaded with the tying runs.
Number 68, Dalton Rushing.
And now the rookie Dalton Rushing. Dodgers down to their final out. Tying runs on base, the potential winning run at the plate. The pitch from Matsui is a strike at the top of the zone. A fastball at 92.
Outfield extremely deep.
Dalton Rushing, one of the most confident young ball players you ever meet, in the biggest spot of his young career. The lefty deals. Rushing takes. It's inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Seems inconceivable that the Dodgers are in this position with a chance. They were down 5-0. Now it's 5-2. Bases loaded, 2 out. Matsui kicks and fires and misses low and outside. Advantage Rushing. 2 balls and a strike.
Got the fastball over for a strike. Then he missed with a curveball. Just missed with the slider.
Rushing, tapping the bat on his back left shoulder. Matsui kicks and deals, and he gets a call on the outside corner. It looked like ball 3. Instead, it's 2-2. It's a tough one for Rushing to take. He now takes time. The electronic strike zone said it was a ball. That's not how it was called. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The game rests with the rookie. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, blocked by Maldonado. Full count.
Another breaking ball. So the fastballs have been for strikes. The breaking stuff is missed, and there's a balk.
They say he balked, so a run comes home. And now the tying runs move into scoring position. Edman steps on home plate. It's now 5-3.
When you're making a list of wacky games, make sure you include this one. And what happened was the ball went up underneath the chest protector of the catcher.
The intensity grows. Second and third, 2 outs. It's now a 2-run game. Full count for the rookie, Dalton Rushing. Matsui's payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Put a fastball by him at 93. That ends the ball game and the series. San Diego narrowly avoids a 4-game sweep. 5-3 the final score. It was a 3-run rally in the bottom of the ninth for the Dodgers, but it was not enough.
It was wild and wacky. By the way, the scoring was not a balk. It was that ball went up underneath the chest protector of the catcher. That is 1 base advance on the runners, but there's going to be a lot said about this game. It turned ugly. I don't know what either one of the managers will say or if they will even discuss what took place. What we saw was a situation that I thought was incited by the reaction. I get it that Schilt was irritated that one of his star players was hit. There's been a lot of guys hit on both sides of the ball game, including in the 9th inning. Shohei Ohtani, a player was ejected. This is a wild, crazy game. This has been a wild, crazy series. And for the Padres, they walk away with the victory. They avoid the 4 games.
Surprise.